Good people. Good people. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we late, but as you guys know, we don't do a show on tonight, on Saturday night. But I I was on a I was on a panel today. People, when I tell you that I was on a panel today, I mean that I was on a panel today, right? One of those. Oh, you know what? What are we missing? Boom, boom, boom. What are we missing? What are we missing? Are we missing? Let's go ahead and get TikTok scourging over here because we're going to jump right into this. Listen, you know, this thing is way worse off than I thought. This choice that women chose, this independent woman thing, I'm going to say something. Women aren't designed to lead. When you hear this conversation, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Women were not designed to lead. This independent, and listen, this independent way thing that they took, it turned out to be more of a prison than anything. It turned out to be more of a prison than anything. And they can't seem to get out of it. Listen, it sucks to be a woman right now. I don't mean that in any type of way at all. But if you see this panel that I was on, you see it. Stop playing. We got that turbulence popping off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We just, we had to go nuts with it. But if you guys see this panel that I was on, you'll see how nuts it was. It's not just America. It's in the UK as well. The people who have chose to lead themselves aren't capable of leading. When you hear this conversation, I'm not even gonna. What do the youngins say? I'm not gonna hold you. Let's go.
Their society, regardless. So they are still contributing. Simply because they get paid does not mean that.
This is my girl right here. This is the remnant queen. For those of you who aren't familiar with her, I didn't even see my people up in this situation. Eliza definitely in the building rocking out with us. You already know what it is, the Holy Ghost in this situation. Listen, you guys need to check her channel out. The Remnant Princess. Remnant, like remainder. The Remnant Princess. She does not play any games. Listen, she's not a pick-me. She, like us, she doesn't understand this stuff that you guys are doing. She doesn't get it, and it drives her nuts, right? I'm going to take you there today. I got to say it again because I love it. I ain't going to hold you. Am I saying it right? Does that mean we can go? When I say I ain't going to hold you, that mean we can go? Is that what? I don't know. Hey, they say you're just as young as you feel. Let's go.
Their society, regardless. So they are still contributing. Simply because they get paid does not mean that they are not contributing, right? So I have not
Okay, do
spoken
you know?
about the money not once. I'm a teacher. There's literally teachers right now
Let me
who are
tell you
fighting
how.
for higher
Let
pay.
me
I've never talked about the money since
hope
I've been
hope.
here. However, I am a teacher and I do
I
contribute.
understand what you're saying.
Mm.
Okay, you talked about firefighters, right? It reminded me of something. When California was burning all the way to the ground, right? There were some people who were actually hiring private firefighters. Now, that's how you know they don't do it for just for free, right? Because why didn't the private firefighters go out there and help? No, they waited until they got paid. That was my first time learning there's actual private firefighters you can hire. I didn't even know that.
No,
I
I
actually
didn't
was
know that
shocked
until you
that
just
you
said
can
that.
actually hire.
Years.
Yes, people were hiring private firefighters. I thought, wow. I thought to myself, wow, what?
World goes round.
Them children are going to unalive. You stop paying them nurses.
Why would someone
ER is not gonna run anymore. You stop paying anyone doing anything.
So you believe in communism?
They are not going to do.
Listen, let me say this. What I heard out of this conversation, shout out to Miss Brenda, definitely in the building, been supporting us since day one up here in this mother. Listen, what I heard in this conversation, it sounded like the women were trying to put up arguments, but even they knew. This was my first time hearing this. These women are frustrated. They don't know what to do, right? But they're still trying to put up fights. Watch.
It has nothing to do with men. It has everything to do with your lack of intelligence. Why do
in their society, regardless? So they are still contributing.
I
I
actually
didn't
was
know that
shocked
until you
that
just
you
said
can
that.
actually hire.
Years.
Yes, people were hiring
didn't know
private
she was a
firefighters.
volunteer.
I thought, wow, you're unalive. You stop paying them nurses.
Why would someone learn how to
ER
be
is not gonna run anymore.
Just
You
to, like,
stop
because they wanna be
paying
self-
anyone doing anything.
So you believe in communism?
They are not going to.
She's challenging all of these women about being independent women. She's challenging it. And if you look at her caption, it says, "Prove me wrong." This is where she always gets them. She always makes sure that she has "prove me wrong" up there, right? And you'll hear the women bumming. She's challenging this independent woman thing.
Do it. And that's,
They're a
hold
communist.
on.
They're a
That is why I say they're doing it. They are doing it for a paycheck.
Okay, but what
So
about volunteers?
outside of
Obviously.
your,
What are they doing it for?
outside of, do you know that majority of independent females are not volunteering? They're just not.
You can't say
There's
that.
How do
no
you know
source
that?
out
Where
there
are these
that-
Say
statistics?
that.
Where
because
are these statistics?
let me tell you why. Because I've done my research.
No, you
Let me
have to-
tell you, I've done research.
Check what-
Okay,
what- what-
I've actually done research to see
like?
how many. Hold on, I've done research to search how many females out there are actually even doing are actually doing voluntary work, are traveling to help their community. There's none out there. It literally,
Go to
Herb,
college.
Government
Oh,
can't lie.
Herb,
Can the government
Herb. Every
lie?
source that I get comes from, hold on, Ebony. Every source that I get comes from .gov or .org.
Yeah, but
okay?
can they lie? Is
I'm
what
not
I'm
getting
asking you.
resources from college students.
I'm asking you a question.
and
Can
those
To
the
people
some
are
government
extent,
lie?
to some
educated
extent,
in whatever
to some ex-
source that
To
they
some
are
extent,
studying.
It has nothing to do with men. It has everything to do with your lack of intelligence. Why do you always complain? I'm not complaining. I'm making statements. Big difference. So success is defined by having a man. You need therapy yourself. No, success is not defined by having. There ain't no sisterhood because you're failures. What, you really, did people.
Listen to what she's saying. You guys are claiming a sisterhood, but it didn't work. Now, you won't be able to hear my part. That's one thing that I hate about TikTok. If you screen record something, it won't allow you to hear yourself because I think maybe your microphone is already being utilized and things like that. But listen, I want to ask people, this independent woman thing, did it work? Did it work? Look at you. Look at your lives. You're on TikTok night and day arguing with people about your life decisions and where it looks like it got your lives. Did this independent woman thing work? But we're going to go ahead and extrapolate that for the number of women who are damn lying and just can't come out and say, I effed my life up. I've been single chronically for about 5 to 15 years. So we know there's a portion of those that exist too, right? They just can't come out and admit. I think that's something that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with the fact that we're going to have to deal with a portion of those women who can never come out and say, my decision was wrong, because they can't say that. We've been going back and forth with them for so long, for so many years and things like that. And they've been standing on their views and things. So they can't come out and say, come to find out I was wrong. So they'll stick with their points to the end. Watch this.
Really believe the sisterhood exists when you're a bunch of failures? Like, let's be for real. You females can't even keep each other alive. The only thing you do is reek of degeneracy. Tell me one successful thing that independent female has done.
This girl is a beast. She calls them females for TikTok safety and things like that instead of females. But as a woman, she's thought about this. Nothing good has come out of this independent woman thing. Nothing good has come out of it. ZF definitely in the building over here rocking with us. My brother. Let's go.
Please tell me. And I don't want to hear about the 1950s, the 1940s. Give me something in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Give me something now that's relevant. What have independent females have done today to actually change society? Other than opening your backside. Other than be community boxes. Other than let men bust inside you. Other than become baby mamas. What have you females done in today's society?
Prove her wrong. Look at this. Look what has happened. Look how the children are turning out. It's horrific. We will never get rid of these children. We have a whole nother 70 and 80 years before they pass off, but that's not it. The bastard children they're going to produce, they can't be productive citizens. We got another 300 years of this bull crap. And something traumatic is going to happen to even stop that, because even the third generation of the bastard children are going to have bastard children. I just screwed up.
2-year-old freezing. You females can't even tell me anything that you have done to succeed in society. Other than a piece of paper, a degree. Thank you, Freeman. What, your degree means? Because I know damn well that you've done nothing but be failures. Because that's exactly what independent female is. Please tell me. And I don't want to hear about the 1950s, the 1940s. Give me something in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Give me something now that's relevant. What have independent females have done today to actually change society? Other than opening your backside. Other than be community boxes. Other than let men bust inside you. Other than become baby mamas. What have you females done in today's society? Because I know damn well that you've done nothing but be failures. Because that's exactly what independent female is. You females can't even tell me anything that you have done to succeed in society.
It didn't work. It didn't work. This independent woman's thing, this woman's right, this woman's liberation thing, it didn't work. You resemble nothing like our grandmothers. You don't have the honor that our grandmothers' names carried. Our grandmothers are spoken of at the highest levels today. People think about our grandmothers and break tears. You won't have that. It will only be your children. It will not be any of your nieces. It will not be any of your nephews. It will not be any of your great nieces and nephews who just one day, 10 years after your passing, think about you and drop tears and get sad because you didn't make any impact on the planet before you left. You didn't make any good impact in their lives. You think they don't know if you were bust downs? You will only be mourned by your immediate family. You will not be referred to as Mrs. Anything. People of the other communities, your friends, I'm sorry, your son's friends and your nieces and nephews' friends will never nickname you their second mom because you're not worthy of that degree of respect. Your name carries no weight at all. Your name carries no weight. There will be none of your nieces and nephews' friends who respect you so much that they speak in terms as if you're a part of their life, like our grannies. They spoke of our grannies like that. They spoke of our aunties like that. I have friends who are close to me right now who they look at my auntie like, that's Miss So-and-so. You guys will not go down with that degree of respect because of how you lived your lives. You did not live your lives in a way that will leave impact. You did not touch any hearts. You only touched cocks. And I said it. I don't give a damn. I said it. Turbulence, people. Turbulence. Let's go.
Other than a piece of paper, a degree. Thank you, Freeman. What? Your degree means you're successful? The same degree that leaves you in debt? The same degree that you can't afford is what makes you successful? What? The makeup that you wear? The eyelashes that you wear? The useless Instagram pictures because you want a thirst trap? What, your thirst trap is what makes you successful? What, being a nurse? Because you failed to do anything else in life?
Listen, she has these women pinned. A lot of the occupations that are tied to being single and things of that nature. A lot of the occupations that are used to mask your loneliness.
TikTok is really brain rotting people. Oh, same for these independent females. They are the most brain rotting ones on earth. Because you're telling me with all that feminist movement that they did, they couldn't even accomplish anything to help society. You're telling me your movement got you nowhere? You're telling me your movement made you be degenerate? Thank you, Stacey Prince. Welcome, thank you. So you're telling me your independence only made you a baby mama? A 304? A 40-year-old freezing her ex because she can't get a husband?
Y'all not listening. The movement didn't work. Your governing of yourselves, it did not work. It was an epic failure. I'll drop the link right now if you disagree with me. I'll let you come up right now and tell me where the independent woman movement was a success. I'll drop the link right now. Anybody can come up. Tell me something. Name me anything good that came for communities and families that came out of the independent woman's movement. Name me anything. Dog. Hey, well, listen, you know what? If they're not going to tap the screen, we'll just keep them comments all the way off, man. Nobody's going to deal with this. We come up here and we contribute a great show every night, man. And if you guys aren't going to tap the screen, just keep the comments off. Matter of fact, man, you know what, man? It's 7:15, man. ZF, if you want to, I mean, I don't know. 1,000, yeah, if they, to me, I view some of this as disrespect. If it's going to be like that, you can just shut it off in like 5-6 minutes. It's up to you, though. You guys can't name me anything beneficial to families and communities that came out of the independent woman movement. It was an epic failure and it affected everybody. It affected society as a whole. But you got to understand, look at the Bible. It doesn't tell you anywhere that women are leaders. So when you give women this degree of power, you're going to have epic failure as far as leadership. They won't do things that leaders do. They'll do things that make them feel good, things that make them experience pleasure at the risk and detriment of everyone else. How could you put the most selfish species on the planet in charge of significant degrees of power and expect for society to thrive? Let's go.
Childless, in the streets, full time, getting your cheeks clapped. Is this what it means to be independent today? Make it make sense. I'm trying to understand. What do you people see as success? What, getting a BBL? Is getting a BBL today success? Is wearing makeup that doesn't even look like you success today, huh? Is wearing umbrellas in your eyes, putting glue on your eyelashes, is that success? What, sticking extra hair in your eyelashes, is that success? Because that's what you females do. Thank you, House Joshua. You literally stick a bunch of hair in your eyes. Don't even like your natural eyelashes anymore. You stick plastic on your nails. You pay to stick plastic on your nails, and somehow that's not failure. Today, females will pay nearly £100 to put a bunch of plastic on their nails, but I'm supposed to see that as success.
Listen, it's not just us. You know what I have come to find out? Listen, I need a show sponsor. I need somebody to support the show. Let's get this thing going, YouTube. Let's get this thing going. Rock with the show, and we're going to keep this thing pushing. I'm actually literally missing picking up someone who's very important in my life so we can continue doing the show. So listen, rock with us like we rock with you. I need somebody to hit the super chat or the cash app. Let's keep this thing going, people. Let's keep this thing going. Make sacrifices like I make sacrifices. Cash App, The Real Stacy Prince, or you can hit us off, the super chat. No, it's not looking good. Where's the thing at? Let's go.
Thank you, Neon. You know damn well these females can't even tell you what success is. The only thing they're good at doing is getting men to clap them cheeks. The only thing they're good at doing is posting a bunch of thirst traps for men to press like. Just because you're independent don't change the fact that you don't want a man. See, they don't want to talk about men because they know the man that they want don't want them. They've been giving up their box to all of the guys that they wanted, and none of them wanted to marry them. It's not single by choice. He didn't want you. All of that experience. They thought if they could be experienced being a community box, a man will marry you. No, a man will just nut and leave you. That's what a man will do. A man doesn't want to marry a female who acts like a man. He wants to clap your cheeks and leave you for the streets. Ooh, said a man is not a plan. What, being a 3 or 4 is a plan? What is the plan? Ooh.
Shout out to Miss Brenda over here, my day one. And I do mean my day one. Day one for real with the $10 cash app. I appreciate you, love. All right, definitely in the building, rocking with us. Listen, my people rock with the show. Maybe I was wrong. My people rock with the show. Listen. So a man is not the plan, but getting your butt busted is an achievement. To all of you women who use that rhetoric, you know what? We're going to go ahead and turn this into a show. Let's turn it into a show then. Listen, I know you see it. I know you rock with it. That turbulent setup, right? I mean, you know. I want to say this to all of the women who say those words in defense of, you know, not coming under the leadership of men. And when it's brought up, you say a man's not the prize. So getting your butt busted is? You think we don't know that you're not out there being celibate? Come on, please tell me you got more respect for us than that. Do you think we think any of you are out there being celibate? Shout out to JW, definitely in the building, rocking with us. Come on up then. I'm not going to play with you. Let's go. Let's set this mother off. Miss Connie, we can't see you.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, boy. Hello? Wait, sorry. Oh, boy.
Hello.
Hello?
I cannot
Wait,
see you.
hold on. Okay, hold on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, wait. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
All right. Major Deegan in this situation, subscribe to the channel.
Oh, what I do wrong?
Okay, so how's your night going?
My night, pretty good.
Oh, you have any disagreements so far?
No, but I was just thinking that, for me, pretty much, I wasn't like an independent woman. I was pretty much traditional. I've been married 17 years. I don't have a high body count. I was raised.
I have to block that. You can't do that. Yeah, I don't know where that was going. Back to the hottest show online, people.
What is the
Shout out to my day one ZF in the building with the cash app in this. I appreciate you supporting the show, bro, in more ways than one. Sweet. Hey, Swade's a nut.
plan? Is the plan being in the streets full time? I'm trying to understand what's the plan then? Is the plan being a placeholder for the man to look for his wife?
I gotta rewind this, people, because she's dropping nothing but truth here.
Can't even tell you what success is. The only thing they're good at doing is getting men to clap them cheeks. The only thing they're good at doing is posting a bunch of thirst traps for men to press like. Just because you're independent don't change the fact that you don't want a man. See, they don't want to talk about men because they know the man that they want don't want them. They've been giving up their box to all of the guys that they wanted and none of them wanted to marry them. It's not single by choice. He didn't want you. All of that experience. They thought if they could be experienced being a community box, a man will marry you. No, a man will just not and leave you. That's what a man would do. A man doesn't want to marry a female who acts like a man. He wants to clap your cheeks and leave you for the streets.
She's all that.
Ooh, said a man is not a plan. What, being a 3 or 4 is a plan? What is the plan? Ooh. What is the plan? Is the plan being in the streets full time? I'm trying to understand what's the plan then? Is the plan being a placeholder for the man to look for his wife?
You guys need to listen to what she's saying. She seriously wants an answer. If a man is not the plan, we know the other things you're doing out there. So a man, stability, security, companionship, lifelong companionship. Those things aren't the plan. We know that there's only one other alternative. Getting your cheeks clapped. None of you are forsaking a man and going out there getting saved, devoting your lives to God, doing the Lord's work out in the streets. None of you are doing that. You're getting your cheeks clapped. Or else, where are all these bastard babies coming from? Now my question becomes, what type of business, savvy, smart business investor says, I'm going to forsake the opposite sex, which has historically proven to produce higher level results. I'm going to forsake that, and I'm going to get out there and get my cheeks clapped and have bastard children and be lonely, and sometimes when things are creaking in the house, get scared by myself. This is who we put in charge. You destroyed all of society. Your kids have had bastard kids. Whew.
Is the plan first trapping on Instagram for the rest of your life? Is the plan going to the gym because you want a bigger backside? Is the plan changing your diet just so you can have a bigger nyash? What's the plan? Because I know damn well a lot of you females can't pay off that student loan. You don't even have a plan to pay off your debt. So what's the plan?
You guys did not prove capable of governing yourselves, let alone society. Look what you did to your own lives. Look what you did. You destroyed society. All of these bastard children are the reason Holy Ghost has to get a pop permit, right? The reason Jay Wash has to get a pop permit, right? Tierras has to get a pop permit. It's because of you. Stacy Prince has to keep that thing on his hip because of your bastard children. It's not because of the children who were raised in two-parent households. No. That's not what it's about. Thus, detriment to society. And then your bastard children will go on to have bastard children. So we have about 3 to 4 more generations of us, our sons and daughters, having to go get pop permits to defend themselves against your illegitimate children. Now, those of you who hear me saying bastard sons, illegitimate children, I don't mean that. If you aren't married, but you still raised your children for the most part of their life in a two-parent household, that doesn't include you. If you got pregnant by a man who is a really good father and he sees his children 3 times out of a week, we're not applying that to you. But that's not 80% of you. Let's go.
Maybe get a plan to pay off your debt first. Oh man, what did I stumble upon here? You stumbled upon females being females as usual. We can't just drink our water. I mean, you females, you don't even do that. Define failure. An independent female. That's what a failure is. A female who is unmarried, independent, masculine. Has done nothing for society but be another man's placeholder. What about traveling, meeting friends, horseback riding, starting a business? You think traveling means you're successful? What? Please. What, you think making friends means you're successful? Horseback riding, are you practicing to ride another man's wood? Thank you then, sincere. And starting a business. Do you know how many of you females fail with your businesses? Majority of females can't even pay rent with their business. Your business is gonna go to the grave with you. That's what's gonna happen. Your useless business is not even gonna be inherited by anyone. You're gonna start up a business just so it can hit the grave again. You're gonna make a bunch of friends just so you can hate each other. Yes, I'm a pick-me. I'd rather be a pick-me than an independent female. Duh. What did you think? Thank you, Carter.
Look how no nonsense and how simplistic she's saying it. Yes, I gladly choose being a pick-me than someone who ruined their own life trying to be independent. And you have to ask yourself why the government allowed it. Because you guys are being used as slaves to bolster up the American economy. Right? AJ definitely in the building supporting the show. What up, what up, what up? You already know what it is. It's crazy to us. It's really crazy to us that you guys would sit back and decimate not only your lives, but continue doing it to the point where after you're gone, a mess that you made is going to also decimate your children and their friends. Because this isn't a mess that gets cleaned up magically after you're gone. The mess that you made, our children are going to have to live in it. I told my children, I'm grooming my children to not even be in America. Because of you. Because of you. It's all good.
If you had a happy life and a successful person, you wouldn't be on TikTok. I am on TikTok. So you think everyone's miserable on TikTok, please? What's successful to you? Taking care of a man so he can make more money and make nothing? Success to me is actually doing something for society. Actually making cultural shifts in society.
You cannot argue with one point that she has made. Success is not your business. Success doesn't help fix society after you're gone and leave our children a better place to inhabit. Your business does not do that. Most of you don't have businesses. Most of you went out and got LLCs and put it on your social media. Most of you, those of you who have business owner on your Instagram profile, things like that, I've done it before. If we ask you where your products are so we can support, you don't even have a website. So stop the blood clot lying. That's all you're doing. You're capping on a journey of endless clapping and capping. Right? Let's go.
What are you females doing that is actually making cultural shifts in society other than being a bunch of fuckbots, thirst trapping, wearing weave, makeup, dependent female? Duh. What did you think? Thank you, Carter. If you had a happy life and a successful person, you wouldn't be on TikTok. I am on TikTok. So you think everyone's miserable on TikTok, please?
She said, please.
What's successful to you? Taking care of a man so he can make more money and make nothing? Success to me is actually doing something for society. Actually making cultural shifts in society. What are you females doing that is actually making cultural shifts in society other than being a bunch of fuckbots, thirst trapping, wearing weave, makeup, BBLs, and opening your nyash? Okay, so we got, I'm going to call you Peppercorn. Cornelius Peppercorn? Peppercorn.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
Welcome. Can you please address the prompt?
By independent, when you say like BBLs and that, I don't think that's a sign of someone being independent, but okay.
Okay,
like,
so can you just address the prompt first, please?
No, independent women aren't failures because
Hey,
they have enough to do on their own.
Okay, why? What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate a little bit more, please?
You say that BBLs, getting your nails done, all of that is an independent woman and that's a failure, but literally everything you're saying don't make sense.
Okay, how does it not make sense?
Like, you just sound stupid.
So how does it not make sense?
Because you just
Tell
sound
me.
stupid.
Okay, how?
Because you sound stupid.
How?
These are the leaders of the next generation. Because you just sound stupid. Because you just sound stupid. I gotta rewind this.
Independent women aren't failures because they have enough to do on their own.
Okay, why? What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate a little bit more, please?
You say that BBLs, getting your nails done, all of that is an independent woman and that's a failure, but literally everything you're saying don't make sense.
Okay, how does it not make sense?
Like, you just sound stupid.
So how does it not make sense?
Because you just
Tell
sound
me.
stupid.
Okay, how?
Because you sound stupid.
How? Explain.
Because you sound stupid.
Can you not explain how? Are you that dense yourself? Explain. If I sound stupid,
No,
then
I'm
tell me how.
explaining to you. You sound stupid.
Okay, then how? How?
Because why would you say?
This woman said this woman sounds stupid 5 times and can't tell her how.
Why would you say, people that go to get their nails done, their hair done, they can't pay off the student loan. How is that so? Pardon?
No, don't worry. I was speaking to somebody else. I'm listening though.
But if they say that you said that they can't pay off their student loan, someone paying off their student loan is a sign of they are independent and they're well enough. They're well enough to pay something by themselves.
Okay. So you've made a lot of different points. So I'm gonna start with the BBL. Now, when it comes to BBLs, tummy tucks,
not every woman has a BBL.
Okay, so are you going to let me explain, or we know
Carry
that
on, yeah.
we know that not every woman has a BBL? Yes, that's common sense. The point that I was making is that BBLs, tummy tucks, is something that independent females have made popular in society. This is what females have done. They are the ones who have made it popular, not men. Men don't go get surgery. Men are not the ones that get a big nyash or get big chest. That's not something men have been doing. It's mostly been done by females.
Are you hearing her? She's telling you the things that are causing significant amounts of failure in society. You don't see men running around doing that. One thing detrimental that men are doing, black men taking each other's lives, but the regular everyday things, we're not doing it. You guys are going to Walmart, going to airports. For those of you who don't know what a brand is, imagine McDonald's, the Golden Arch. We know that's its brand. Imagine every Golden Arch in America had graffiti and spray paint on it. That would severely taint the brand of McDonald's. We look like it's look too much like the hood, right? And they're going to lose significant amounts of support because their brand is being damaged. You guys are going to Walmart. You're going to airports with effing house shoes, pajamas, and bonnets on your heads. You guys are going nuts in Walmart, fighting over, and literally over, slipping and falling over boxes of oranges that fell over when you and the person that you got into a fight with started fighting. Crushing bananas, knocking over jars of mayonnaise. You are a detriment to our brand. It's not men running around here destroying our brand every day. It's you. One thing that I like about her prompt, look at it. It always says, prove me wrong then. Let's go.
So that is what...
It's men have been getting cosmetic surgery for a long time because especially during like
AJ in the building rocking with us. Listen at this young fool. Men have been getting cosmetic surgery. See, and you can't have an honest conversation with them. What percentage of men have gotten cosmetic surgery? 0.000 what?
Today's time, looks maxing culture is very much relevant. Loads of men are going over for procedures too. So would you
Hold
call them
on. No,
failures too for that too?
I said it is independent females who have made cosmetic surgery popular.
Why are you saying fails?
Listen, because that's what they are.
Like, are you not a female yourself?
Listen, I'm
Are you a
responding to
woman?
what you're saying. Are you a woman or are you a transgender?
Are you a
Which
man
one?
or a woman?
Are you a man or a woman?
I am a
Because of
woman.
all that makeup, I can't
I am a
tell.
woman.
You look
What are you?
very fruity to me. I'm not gonna
Exactly.
lie. You look
That's
very
all you have
fruity
to
to
say.
me. You look very
That's all you
fruity
have
to
to
me.
say. Like,
That's all you have to say because every time I speak, you get triggered.
no one's triggered.
All right then, so let me respond to
One
what
of
you're
them's triggered.
asking
I'm
me.
asking you, are you not a female? I'm
Stop
asking you,
getting
are you not a
triggered.
female yourself?
What do you think? If
No
you
one's
don't know,
triggered.
then drop. If you can't figure that out, then maybe the live is not for you. If you can't figure whether I'm a female or not, then drop off my live because you're clearly too stupid to tell. Okay? If I can't tell whether someone's a man or a woman, I'm not gonna go on their live. You know that, right? If I can't be able to tell whether a man or a woman, I would never go on the live. So I don't know what you're doing up here. I really don't. If you don't think I'm a woman, then drop off. Now it's either we're gonna try and have some type of debate, or you're just gonna keep getting triggered because you have nowhere to go. This is what happens every time. Females get triggered. They don't like the word female. That's what it is. You got these dusty hyenas who don't like the word female. It stings. It stings. When I say female, they despise that word to the core. It gives them nightmares. The word female, it gives them nightmares because they know they failed. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey. AJ said she got cooked right quick. Facts. Look, Adam said I need her. Remnant Princess. Oh, hold on. She's on YouTube too. Yeah, she's on YouTube too. So yeah, rock on out with her. Let me see something. Hey, Juicy Lucy said it. Listen, that's what she meant when she said, are you not a woman equals, are you not aware of the sister code? You should do nothing to be against us. You shouldn't call us out on our BS. You should be down with us. That's what she meant. That's what she meant. But let's go.
If the shoe don't fit, don't get triggered. Go on, Peppercorn. You can unmute.
You were talking, what was you saying before?
Yeah, so as I was saying, it is females who have made BBLs and cosmetic surgery popular.
Hold on, what have I been doing? They are the ones who have made. My guy been up here lighting it up, giving. Hey, we got to pause. Like my guy been up here. Yeah, AJ said he's talking about about the LLCs. He said they say they're entrepreneurs, but never say of what. Facts. I forget what that was. Pop the balloon. Where that girl? She popped the balloon on several people, and then what is her name? Artura. She's beautiful. She's sweet. She hosts the show. Atarlu. I forget what it is, but after she popped the balloon on all of the men, well, all of them but three. No, after she popped it on all of them, and then the ones popped it on her. They asked her. They said, because she had already said I'm a business owner and da da da. They asked her, do you have an email, a website, or anything where we can support your business? Da da da. She said, not yet. So you were up here lying when you came up here and said it. You were just up here lying. There's nothing wrong with not being a business owner, but don't say you are. That's the thing about that. Never seen a good woman in public with a bonnet on. That's a harsh statement, but I mean, it carries some weight. Why are you out in public with a bonnet on? A robe? Slippers? Something's wrong with you. I don't care if there's some of you down there who do it. Something's wrong with you if you don't know any better than that. If you don't have any more self-respect for yourself than to be walking out like that. And the reason that we know is because you thought about it. If you got good sense, you thought about, is this, okay, let me at least throw a robe on or something. Let me throw a jacket. You knew it was wrong, but you don't have enough self-esteem. You don't have enough self-respect to go ahead and do what's right. Going on and rushing on out the door was more important than protecting and preserving your dignity and your self-esteem. So, what the brother said holds weight then. My bro said, hey, listen, you heard what AJ said. 38 watching, 28 likes. That means we have 10 bonnet-wearing ninjas up in this mother.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Listen, people, let's go. We got 62 people up in here. Catch up. Or get caught up
in society today. Those are the main, even who, the number one causes of unaliving when it comes to BBL is usually a female, not a man. More and more females are losing their life for BBLs. That's not success, that's failure.
Well, what I can say is that I do agree that BBLs are becoming more popular. However, just because you hear it a lot does not mean that everyone wants to go and have that procedure done. It's very it's told that it's a very dangerous procedure and there's loads of complications. Yes, people still go through and do it. However, you can't just generalize.
I'm not generalizing. I'm saying is that independent females are the ones, I said, they're the ones who have made it popular. I'm not saying they're all doing it, but independent females are the ones who made it popular.
See, what they try to do, like the information is so bad. Listen, I want to say this to all of the ladies listening. Listen to me. If someone makes a point or a claim, and in your heart of hearts right now, you know that you don't have an answer for it, or you can't disagree with it with information that you have off the top of your head, don't try to, because it will sound crazy. It'll sound like you're saying, but not all. And that's childish. It just means you wanted something to say, but you had nothing intellectual to say, so you said something, and it sounded like what it was. Ignorance. I'd rather be quiet than look ignorant. Dead serious.
And even in mainstream media, it's females who made it popular, not men. So there's nothing that females have actually done to actually help society other than make more women degenerate.
Some of you didn't catch what she just said. The way that they have been moving when they chose this independent woman's thing, it was, you know how they say, you are what you do every day, right? You know how they say you are what you do every day? Repetitiously, over and over and over. You guys got good at being degenerate. The more you practiced it, look at you. Look how people talk about independent women. Your brand isn't glorious. Your brand isn't good. That's not what happened. You didn't create a good brand. Listen, shout out to AJ over here supporting the show. Back to back to back. They independent till they get to divorce court. It's leading you to divorce court. It's leading to all manner of bad decisions and degeneracy. Look at your lives. You look like the opposite of what God made to be men's helpmate. You don't resemble women. You're out there getting your butt busted, your cheeks clapped. And every time you get your cheeks clapped, you get another notch far removed away from being a lady. That's why some of you don't resemble ladies. You've had your cheeks clapped too much. Listen. Let's go if we're going to go. Turbulence, people. You're not just getting your cheeks clapped. You're giving head and everything. You're getting broke off. And you're giving that real head. Not that fake stuff. Not that fake stuff. You're gulping it. And you're becoming a pro at being nasty. I'm not saying that that's unacceptable inside of a relationship or something like that, but you're doing it to multiple different men. They're clapping your cheeks. Some of you are even experimenting with the third hole. You're letting men release inside of your bodies. When you're topping them off, you're jerking it until they bust in your face. You're turning yourself into degenerates. You're practicing degenerate behavior, and it's what you're becoming. Degenerates. You're doing this stuff regularly, and a lot of times it's with people who you don't even know their last name. You know it, and I know it. You don't know these guys' last name. You met him at the club. And you're doing it over the course of years. There's studies that suggest that drawing your what? Imagine drawing your I gotta put it up there because my brother paid for this. Imagine drawing your Oh, okay. Look, yeah, okay. Hey, listen, my people don't know how to behave. They don't know how to behave. Imagine drawing your face on to call men unattractive. We know that's a fact. Listen, they have studies that suggest it takes 10,000 hours to pretty much master, get very familiar, very acquainted, to autopilot a particular skill set or art. That's about 14, 15 months, right? It takes around 14, 15 months to become very skilled at something, right? Imagine getting your cheeks clapped for 100,000 hours, for 200,000 hours. You become an expert in degeneracy. And you don't know why people refer to you like they do. You don't know why you have bad engagements with people, because they see the real you. You didn't see yourself turn into that degenerate. There was no click. Hey, here's who you are now. It doesn't happen like that. You continue on with this behavior for so long till this person has disappointed you, to where you've gotten your cheeks clapped by this person. The more interactions that you're having with degeneracy, you start picking up these habits. You start picking up these traits of degeneracy. And then you're rubbing people the wrong way as you encounter these people throughout society. And you don't know why people are acting funny towards you. Yeah, see, because I don't fuck with people. People funny acting. No, they're responding to you. They're reacting to what they see leaking out of your pores. That's what's happening. You've turned into something that rubs people the wrong way. You don't even have to have done something when you bumped into your auntie. She's just disappointed in you. She looks at you. She looks at how you dress. You don't even know that how you have started dressing is different. How you have started dressing is offensive to people. How you walk is offensive to people. How you take care of your children, the bastard children that you have, it's offensive to people. And people develop new outlooks on you. People develop new opinions on you. And it's hard for people who have developed a negative outlook on you to treat you really good. It's kind of hard. That's why people are treating you like that. Don't blame it on people. Blame it on you. It's not often that we'll see someone say, so-and-so is just such an amazing, respectful, classy person. I think I'm going to be rude to them. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Let's go.
They literally just don't make any sense, because you could literally say the same thing with looks maxing and like the male culture where males go and get procedures done to improve or enhance their body, or they go and take take steroids, drugs and all of that.
Smugs, I'm not talking about men though. I'm talking about independent females.
Yeah, but you can't really, exactly.
So
you
that's
can't
why
really
they're
say
failures, because they're making BBLs and tummy tucks popular. That's the point. I'm talking about what have independent females made popular, not men. So there's a difference.
Yeah, but they still have more money than you. Just maybe get your money up then.
The truth is, majority of independent females don't make average income. They're all on minimum wage. Even in the UK, do you know what?
That's not independent.
No, you said that they make more money, but I'm telling you that's false. Majority of
Can you just listen and tell this woman is just up here spewing nonsense? Listen, John said it. The delusion is she's just talking.
Independent females make minimum wage, so they're not making more money.
Someone who's independent is someone who's living comfortably.
What?
And like you said, with the whole student debt thing.
Wait, so you think the only way a woman or a female can be... Hold on. Wait. I'm asking you a question. So you think the only way a female can be independent if she's making above average?
You can't say, how can someone afford a BBL if they're on minimum wage?
You know,
that does not make sense.
You can get your cheeks clapped and men will pay for your BBLs. What do you mean, how can people afford a BBL? How can people afford some of these cars, these lofts that they live in? They are prostitutes. Everybody knows that. Stop with the shenanigans.
Okay, hold on. We're not just talking about females who make... That was just one example.
Why would their priority...
Okay,
why would their
peppercorn.
Minimum wage, especially in the UK, why would you want to go and get a BBL done? Like,
peppercorn,
you know that you're making minimum wage. Why would your priorities be on a BBL?
It's one example. There are multiple things females do as well that is failure. For example, majority of independent females are very masculine. That's another reason why they're failures as well. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you different points to why independent females are failures. And one of them was BBL. But there's multitude of reasons. Like them being masculine, like them being single moms, like them being unmarried after 30, like them freezing their eggs at 40. These are all examples of failures.
You guys hear what she's saying? She's running down a list of things that didn't go right. You're freezing your eggs.
So your income has nothing, your income has nothing to do with you being independent. Because if you take a look at the word independent, it has nothing to do with income.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
So it doesn't matter how broke or rich you are, you can still be independent.
You actually can't. You actually can't. I've done this many of times. People. You know what? Let me see something. I'm about to try something pretty goofy here. No one better make fun of me. I am about to try something goofy. I think that's exactly what I did, was something goofy. But listen, let me do this. I want to show you guys something. A lot of you don't know this. So you'll learn today. You gonna learn today. Have you guys ever, check this out? Like me, you guys know me. I look up words when I hear them. The dictionary definition for the word independent: free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. Not depending on another for livelihood or substance. I have a news flash for everyone. Such a person does not exist, not even men. Not even men. There is no such thing as an independent woman. There is no such thing as an independent man. Is the truth, is just the truth. We all are reliant upon somebody else for our resources. Even Bill Gates, all of them are reliant upon the power grids. Right? Name something that's not reliant upon something else for its livelihood. Name it. Name something that is not dependent on another for livelihood or substance. I'm going to read this again. Free from outside control. All of you are under control of something. I'll say this. I'll say the most powerful men in the world, they are the ones who control things. I'll go as far as saying that. The most powerful people, even Oprah Winfrey, is under the control of somebody. Now, we all know that. Oprah Winfrey, one false move and it's a stick up. There are people that will get her out of here. You guys know that. You guys know that. Free from outside control. Not depending on another's authority. You guys can't do what you want to do. Other people, listen, other people can tell you what to do and you'll do it. Not depending. Shout out to AJ up in this situation, rocking with us again. My brother. You heard what he said? Get the Got Diesel likes up. And not playing up in this mother. Right? The truth is simply the truth, people. The truth is simply the truth. You're not independent. It's just something that you made up. What you are, what you should have called yourselves, was rebellious. That's all you are. You're rebellious against everything that gave you all of your luxuries. That's it. You're rebellious against the patriarchy. That is the very reason that you got your rights to work. You got your rights to vote. You got your rights to go to school. That's it. That's it. Let's go. This doesn't even make sense to us that we have to even keep on. What in the world happened here? People, what the hell happened? Boom.
And majority of them are broke. Go ahead.
And about the single mothers comment as well, you can't really call them a failure if they're a single mom because there could be certain factors.
Bruh, how long have you been denying your sexuality? Well, come on up. Let's discuss it. Because maybe you can help me come out the closet. Just give me some kind words. I don't know. Just help me come on out. Come on up, the absolute truth, because I know you have the integrity and the fortitude to come up and back up your conversation. Because I would, if I say things, I'm standing on business. I'm waiting because I know you're not a coward. I know you're going to come up. I know if you have something to say, you're not going to back down on it. So I'm just waiting for you to come up. T. Hoyt in the building. Oh, I don't know. The absolute truth starting to look like you are a coward. You're going to make a statement like that and not come up? So that means I'm denying my actuality, but you're affirming your cowardice. People like that disgust me. You're just down there talking. Hey, you hear what my girl said? Keep playing. I got people down there that get with you. Let's go.
That that they are a single mother, like the partner's not there. Obviously, if the partner's not there, or if like something happened, situations.
Yeah, if they're not a widow or not a victim, then they are failures. It's just that simple. They all chose to be single moms.
Yeah. But there could be a situation of where they're not with their partner anymore.
Okay, then they're still a failure because they chose that.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not really. It's not really a failure, is it though?
It's a failure. You failed to start a family. Wasn't that the goal? Listen, if you got pregnant and that thing, you failed. It doesn't mean you're a horrible person, but you failed. Now, let's say that your goals wasn't to start a family. It means you were a bust down. If you had sex with someone without the intentions of starting a family, you were having sex. I'm not saying a lot of people don't do that, but a lot of people are bust downs. Cheek clapping session, right? And you failed because you failed at a cheek clapping session. You had a cheek clapping session and brought a life into this world. So yes, you failed.
Failure. If you have a child,
you can break up.
Okay, then so you failed
Pardon?
that child. You failed that child. Now the child doesn't have a 2-parent household.
Yes, but still, there could be other figures in their life who could be like a father figure for them.
That's not their job. So that's why it's failure because now it's somebody else's responsibility to be a father figure. That is failure at its core. Somebody else having to clean up your mess. It's no one else's job to do anything other than.
How is it the mother's fault that they are a single mother? There's some things you cannot control. And how is
you can't control.
People, do you believe she really said this? How is it a woman's fault that she's a single mother? There's some things you can't control. And these are the people who are leading us in society. She doesn't believe that she can avoid being a baby mama. Wow.
On the child, like
you can't
there's some things you cannot control.
Yes, you can. So you're telling me you can't control?
You could be married.
You can't control keeping your legs
closed?
closed?
You can be. Of course you can. Like that's stupid. Why
exactly? That's what I'm saying.
You can't control. Pardon?
I said that's my point.
Of course you can control. Of course you can control closing your legs because that's like up to you. But whatever. I don't know what you do, but
thank you, Nate. So yeah, like I said, there's many different examples to why independent females are failures. They contribute nothing to society.
They don't. She's killing it. Have you made society better for the generations to come after us? No. You made a selfish move and it was all about you. We can look around and we can tell that, well, you don't even lie about it. You guys say it. You don't lie about it. It was all about you. You didn't leave anything for the generations to come after us.
other than degeneracy. And you can't even tell me one thing they have contributed to.
I think independent women, and for all the independent women watching this, I think you're all amazing.
Yeah,
and
listen,
keep doing
this
what
is
you're
not a
doing,
self-help live. You're here to
be
prove me wrong.
successful.
You're not here.
You hear the foolishness? Do you hear the degeneracy? I just want to say, all of you independent women, you're amazing and you sound ignorant. You sound thoroughbredly ignorant. Basically, you're supporting degeneracy.
To try, if you wanna help these failures, listen,
No,
go write a
because
self-help book.
I think that the point of your life, I think that your life is just like, you're just insecure. Maybe, I don't know, maybe
You
you've
just
been
can't
betrayed
prove
by an
me wrong.
independent woman in
You
your
just can't
life
prove me
or
wrong.
something.
You can't. I asked you to give me one example of how they contribute to society, and you still can't even do that. How are you gonna try and prove me
They
wrong
just
if
do
you
stuff
can't
on their
tell
own.
me, if you can't even tell me one thing that these females have contributed to society? Yikes.
I think you're a female.
You can't even give me one example. Are you serious? Are you telling me you can't give me one example of what they've done for society?
They contribute
That is
working,
pathetic. Not gonna
families,
lie.
working with
Pathetic.
families.
Independent females.
Not everyone wants to have a man in their life. Maybe some people prefer to
So
be
you're telling
alone.
me working
Men
is
and women.
contributing to society, right?
Men and women. Some people would rather be alone than with someone.
Okay, then that's why they're failures. It's just that simple. Then they're happily being a failure. Majority of people don't even want to be alone. That's the truth. You're not built to be alone. So that's just a damn lie. What happens is they can't get the man that they want.
Yeah, not really.
Yikes.
It's astonishing to me she knows this stuff. Like, I don't mean she knows surface level. She knows that you weren't even built to be alone. Okay, and if you disagree with it, check this out. Look at the group of women with the highest singles rate, and then look at the group of women with the highest marital rates. There is a stark difference. These people, not only do they own their homes, the married people, they have families. They don't pay their bills by themselves. Now, these women, the independent women, look at them. They're under so much pressure of paying a mortgage by themselves or paying rent by themselves, paying car note by themselves, the bastard children, taking care of the children by themselves. Unlike over here with the married women, hun, it looks like I'm going to have to work overtime now. I can leave, but if possible, can you go to the PTA? Don't worry about it, babe. I got it. Here, your goofy ass over here got to leave work to go to a PTA because you don't have a partner. You always have to go grocery shopping for yourself. You always have to bring the groceries in by yourself. You always have to play security guard around your perimeter by yourself. Yeah? Let's talk about it. It's you doing everything. So yes, you will break. You're a human being. Yes, you will be voted the most undesirable group of women to date on the entire planet is because the pressure that you have volunteered to put on your shoulders. Listen, I'm going to tell you like it really is. What black women carry would break any race of women. That's why they don't sign up to do the dumb ish that you sign up to do. You are the security guard around your home. You do the groceries. Well, hell, you don't even teach your kids about no homework. Okay, I guess some of you clean your houses. I guess some of you could cook. Well, no, we'll just say provide food one way or another. You doing all these things. You don't believe pressure will burst a pipe. You don't believe sometimes people encounter you and you pissed off for no reason at all because of what you just went through at the house by alone, that by alone. You volunteer because you hate rules and regulations so much. You volunteer. I'm not even going to get into this crap.
I think you're a female.
You can't even give me one example. Are you serious? Are you telling me you can't give me one example of what they've done for society?
They contribute working,
that is pathetic.
Families,
Not gonna lie. Pathetic.
Working families.
Independent females.
Not everyone wants to have a man in their life.
Look, there they go. Those, it's infamous. The ones who can't get a quality man, they have no other choice but to say, not every woman wants a man. You lying sack of crap. Just say that I've done so much damage to myself. I've gotten my cheeks clapped so profusely. I've gotten my butt busted on the regular so much my reputation is messed up. And not only that, I'm really not aware that I have done psychological damage to myself, and therefore I rub people the wrong way when I'm in the presence of them. I don't know it, but they know it, and somehow people treat me a certain way, not abruptly to where I can notice it, but people aren't volunteering, hey, let's go to brunch and da-da like they do other people. It's because I don't know that I have been damaged due to all of the profuse sex that I have had. Insane. Oh my gosh. Black Dove, I wouldn't give you the time. You have to pay for your questions, Black Dove. I'll give you the time of day. Shout out to AJ over here rocking with us. She sounds like she eats handfuls of roast beef. That's that loneliness you hear speaking. That's that loneliness. Listen, check this out. T. Hoyt said, never seen so many independent beggars. You won't even talk to me with men without what can you do for me? How the hell are you guys independent? And all that we hear you talking about is you want to go to this restaurant and that restaurant. Where's the money at? Because we hear lies. We hear lies is what we hear. So stop saying it because you make yourselves look foolish in front of everybody.
Some people prefer to be alone. So
you're telling me working is contributing to society, right?
men and women. Some people would rather be alone than with someone.
Okay, then that's why they're failures. It's just that simple. Then they're happily being a failure. Majority of people don't even want to be alone. That's the truth. You're not built to be alone. So that's just a damn lie. What happens is they can't get the man that they want.
Yeah, not really, but
yes, really, your body.
Not saying majority of people, but most people don't want like partners or anything. They'd rather be by themselves.
No, they
men
do.
And women. Like
if
I
that
said
wasn't
before.
true, if it really was a choice, then a biological woman would be able to stop ovulating. Literally, she could be able to reverse that if she really wanted to choose to be single. You are biologically made to mate with another man. You can't off that switch.
You know what's really crazy about this conversation? You are so rebellious. You are so rebellious so argumentative, so uncooperative, that for the sheer sake of winning an argument, you will renounce your biology. You will renounce your biology. Crazy work. You will try to refute what God created you for and manipulate it a little bit to fit your argument. Who would do something like that? Who would renounce their biology to win an argument? Here's what that's like. Here's what that's like. Oh, I wasn't created to be no protector. I wasn't necessarily created to worship the Lord our God, Jehovah. All right. I mean, I ain't really supposed to take care of kids that I make. That's what you sound like.
The reality is, these independent females, they couldn't get the man that they want. And that's why they choose to be single.
If they can't get the man that they want, then I don't know. That's on them, but you literally have no point. Like,
you can't even tell me one thing. You can't even tell me one. You can't.
Out of everything that Remnant said, this girl still doesn't understand. Somebody said it earlier. Somebody said this is scary. It is, because we know how much weight that they carry in society due to the government allowing them. Shout out to AJ, been supporting the hell out the show. Not fully their fault. These are the daughters and nieces of women who tried to stop the Freaknik documentary. My people be snapping down here.
No swearing.
What kind of independent
business owner and helping make them rich, not yourself. The only person you're really contributing to is capitalism. That's it. Not even society.
What have I told you guys? What have I told you guys? You guys were recruited. Never mind. We saw the show that we did the other night. You guys were marketed to bolster up the American economy. And you did it and still don't have a man. You did it and you're still single. Yeah, we know you're single by choice. We know. But you're out there getting your butt busted and your cheeks clapped. I hope that this show is really impacting some of you. Because you know that we know the truth. You think we think that you guys are out there just being celibate? Do you think we really think that? We're the one busting your butts.
You are contributing to every business owner and helping make them rich, not yourself.
Well, hello, I don't know if you know, but we live in a capitalist society. It's not like we're going to get out anytime soon.
And
so
that's my point.
What's your point?
My point is independent females,
everything that is contributed is towards a capitalist society.
Wives, this is the difference between an independent woman and a wife. Oh,
Chris Healy. Come on up, Chris. Oh, this on Facebook. Chris, if you got some questions, you can, let me see. Chris, you're not really making any good points, to be honest. Chris, do you have it in you to come up and substantiate your points? Because I'll drop a link down here. All you have to do is come to YouTube, click that link down below. Shout out to AJ over here rocking with us. I'm making it rain in this super chat. Y'all MFers better join me in supporting the show. You heard what he said, because he's not lying in this mother effer. Those of you who want to just hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App. Let's get the explosions going in this situation. Right? Real spill. No, that wasn't it. Where'd it go? Celibate. Translation, selling it a bit. Yeah. I just really want to say this to you guys. The real definitely in the building, rocking. Black Dove over here? What's going on? That was crazy. Black Dove, okay, I got you. You can ask a question, Black Dove. My bro said challenges. Okay, Dove. Whatever. I appreciate it regardless as to why. Okay. AJ, when you get a hold to her, clap them very well. Now, Dove, since you want to be smart, clap those cheeks. Yeah, she denied she denied her biology just to win an argument. Imagine if that was our president. Imagine if that was our president, people. I'm dead serious. Ah, hell no. Imagine if that was our president.
Life actually is passing down knowledge, is passing down culture, is passing down over your.
How can an independent woman as well?
No, she can't because
You
she doesn't.
think your idea?
Hold on.
No,
Peppercorn.
your idea
An
of independent women is people who do BBLs, get their nails done. But
No,
you're
that's
just
not.
like I said again, you're generalizing.
I never.
You can't keep generalizing.
Oh my God, I don't want to mute you, but please use your brain for a hot second. I just told you that was one example. An independent, not every independent woman out there has a BBL. Like, come on, you can't be this dumb. I told you there are
then why say
multiple.
independent women are failures then?
Because they're failures, because they contribute nothing to society. That's why. They do nothing
then
for
maybe
society.
you're talking about a certain. Maybe you're talking about a certain
the only example you gave me was them working.
Shout out to my
That's
guy
it.
Ether up
That
in
does
the
nothing.
situation with the $100.
Men work. What? That's it. Like even if the reality is, right, majority of jobs that even females do doesn't even help society the same way.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Matter of fact, we're going to drop one on my brother tomorrow. We had something crazy. I told you guys all this week, we had something crazy popping off for the different tiers of supporting the show. And you guys going to see it. Like, it's nuts. Like, it's nuts, right? Like, my man's just dropped us off $100 on the Cash App. The 50 is going to be a certain thing that you're going to see on the screen. The 100 is going to be a bigger thing that you're going to see on the screen. And I got to give it to my brother tomorrow for no apparent reason, right? Shout out to Ether up in this mother. Dog, for real. Look at this. Look at this. EJ definitely in the building supporting the show. Let's get to it.
That men do. The truth is, if men stopped working, society would not even function. But if women stop working, society can continue.
We got to hear that again.
I told you there
So
are
then
multiple.
why say independent women are failures then?
Because they're failures, because they contribute nothing to society. That's why. They do nothing for society.
Maybe you're talking about a certain. Maybe you're talking about a certain specific.
The only example you gave me was them working. That's it. That does nothing. Men work. What? That's it. Like even if the reality is, right, majority of jobs that even females do doesn't even help society the same way that men do.
Hey, Ether, listen. We dropping 2 of the joints tomorrow just on your behalf. Listen, you gonna see what I told you guys I've been working on to put this thing together. Nutty, right?
The truth is, if men stopped working, society would not even function. But if women stop working, society can continue. So let's just be for real. Majority of these independent females are making minimum wage. And helping somebody else get rich. So
listen, people, I got to show some love to my TikTok people. Original GOAT definitely in the building over here. Will Fit DY definitely in the building showing some love to the TikTok. My girl Summer, that's a given. Always rocking with us. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn it. Summer's nuts. He said, Will Fit, take over. Men are the leaders. Shout out to my girl Takesha over here. True Hebrew in the building. All right. We're going to have to start making a time where we show love to the people. Listen, people, I'm going to tell you people on TikTok too. I'm going to tell you people on TikTok, we do not even get the galaxies anymore. This is the hottest show online. I said it. Where are the galaxies at? And right? Show love to the show, people. It's not a huge problem to hit us off with the 5 here and there, or even the 10 if you think it's the hot show, right? Show love. Black Dove said she had the claps. Black Dove said she had the death rattle. Where's she at? My cheeks only say one thing. Welcome to death row.
Welcome to death row.
Okay. I don't know what that meant, but I don't know if it was good. Sounds like a strain of gonorrhea to me. I don't know. Maybe you meant something else. She said, my cheeks only say, welcome to death row.
Dead man. Dead man walking.
Shout out to Jerry up in this situation rocking with us. Said you got a real show, big guy. I appreciate the support. Hey, you heard what Adam said? No man equals no electricity. And that's really that. He's not even being metaphoric. That's real. Black Dove down in the comment section talking about passing that box around. She said, I have you in the corner shaking, having a panic attack. That sounds like a strand of chlamydia or something. She said, I am special. It sounds like it. Adam said, slip a Franklin. Slip a Franklin in. Shout out to Black Dove over here, hitting us off with the super chat of penicillin. My people down in the chat's acting up. Let me go down here and see if some of them, while I've been talking, some of my people hit us off with a galaxy. Where are my people on TikTok supporting the show, man? Where are my galaxy droppers? Yeah, Summer? Crazy work. I appreciate you. That's my girl. Let's get back to it. Let's go.
The only thing they contribute is making somebody else rich? Is that it?
But that's what all people do when they work. You make someone else richer.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. With
So no matter
wives,
if you are, no matter if you are a female or a male, you're always contributing to make someone else richer.
that's what I
Yeah,
was trying to tell you the difference.
but we're not sacrificing society to do it. You are. You're sacrificing society in order to be the cash cow that American government needs you to be. Everybody else isn't operating like that. Men don't operate like that. We contribute to the economy, but we don't. Never mind. I don't want to get all into the studies and things like that. But did you know that studies revealed that single women spend more money than women in relationships? Wonder what that factor is.
With a wife, she is doing more than just working. She is actually building a generation and passing down culture to another lineage. Whilst an independent female, she doesn't have a husband. She ain't married.
So your problem is I'm taking your problem is that you feel like independent women who don't get married don't contribute to society because they don't have children and pass down the legacy. What if some people don't want to have children?
So that's my point. If you're not gonna choose to be traditional, then what else are you doing to contribute to society?
You're getting your cheeks clapped and you're having bastard children. Now, this is not up for debate. We know this.
Other than being degenerate.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If you do not like is your problem, I'm taking your problem is that you feel like independent women who don't get married don't contribute to society because they don't have children and pass down the legacy. What if some people don't want to have children?
So that's my point. If you're not gonna choose to be traditional, then what else are you doing to contribute to society other than being degenerate?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If you do not like independent women like that much, then don't get with them. It's that simple. There's many traditional women you can go for.
You can't
why are you so bothered?
You can't even tell me how they contribute other than working. And this is how pathetic it is. You are defending something you don't even know anything about. You can't even give me one independent woman.
Do you know anything about it? Do you know anything?
Listen, she really is. She's defending something she doesn't know anything about. She's defending it for Sister Cole's sake. That's it. That's it.
About it?
I can give you loads of independent women that have actually contributed to society more than you can. And I'll be honest with you,
okay, so go on. Do it.
For example, Emma Goldman. I speak about her a lot. But she has definitely contributed to a lot of you independent females. Now, would I say she contributed to you being successful? No. But she has definitely contributed to the way you think and how you live. You don't even know who she is.
No, I don't. I'm not that old.
No. You're not that smart. That's what it is. You don't have to be old to have knowledge. You do know you don't have to be old to have knowledge, right?
But she's not in my generation, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not smart because you don't even know historical facts that actually affect you today. You don't even know historical facts that have affected you and every other woman you're around. That's how dumb you are.
Okay.
So the reality is, independent females in the past have contributed to society for it to lead you to being degenerate today. But there's nothing you females do today.
Hold on, what did she say?
The women you're around. That's how dumb you are.
Okay.
So the reality is, independent females in the past have contributed to society for it to lead you to being degenerate today.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. And you're doing it again with your bastard children, contributing to the degeneracy of the next generation. And your kids that you mess up, they're going to have kids and contribute to the degeneracy of the next generation. Never mind. You know, we want to say, why don't you get this? Why don't you guys get this? You're destroying society, all in the name of being selfish. I really wish that we could find a way to where we didn't need you guys. We have to sit back and watch you destroy society. Black Dove is definitely in the building with the $5 super chat. I'd bring the unholy ghost to his knees just by looking in his direction. Go play with the dolls in Toys R Us. Black Dove, somebody done got under your skin. Get under her skin again. Shout out to EJ in this situation. Uh-oh. Holy Ghost down there unleashing. They throwing rights and lefts down there. Yeah, man, that pees me off too, bro. What am I doing? Let's go. Let's go.
But there's nothing you females do today. For example, I will give you one that has contributed in a successful way. One that I'm hoping you would know. For example, Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman has definitely played a contribution to society in the past. Cleopatra, she has contributed to society in the past. But today, none of you females contribute to anything other than degeneracy. And that's the point.
Okay.
Do you hear this conversation? It's like she's talking to a kid. Okay. And listen, these are the people who have significant levels of power in society today. Jeez, man.
So are you going to... Oh my God. Okay. Just say you don't
I feel
know.
like this is a prank. No, I know. I feel like this is like a whole.
You need to go read a book. When was the last time you read a book? When was the last time you read a book?
There's no way you're actually serious.
When was the last time you read a book? When was the last time you read a book?
And what's it called, Diana?
When was the last time you listen? Leave Diana alone, okay? Don't be upset because she's more intelligent than you are. All right? You haven't. The last time you read a book was never. Okay? You was dumb as rocks. Even rocks are smarter than you because they even know how to function as themselves. You can't function like a woman. You function like another female who has zero brain cells.
I am a woman.
That's why you're a female, because you know nothing. You just talk and open your legs. You talk. You open your mouth like you open your legs.
Bro,
learn to close your legs, close your mouth.
Look what they're coming up saying. You're such a weirdo. That's what you got for this conversation? People are nuts.
And open a book for once in your life, okay? Go do that. Here's a challenge for you, Peppercorn. Open a book for once in your life, okay? Go do that. Please.
First thing is it saying independent? Oh yeah, now I can see it.
Yes,
basically,
welcome, pretty.
Let me start with my story. Let me start with my story. I'm a female engineer in a male-based field. So I actually compare that to being successful. That's being an independent woman. I don't need to live with a man. I have a 3-bedroom apartment by myself. I don't need anyone to help me with my bills. So
So you're just going to...
But if you had somebody helping you with your bills, a lot would be better. A lot. If you can afford a 3-bedroom apartment, could you imagine if somebody else was paying half of that? The bills, weirdo. You know what it is it's the selfish nature of these women. They would rather refute the help and the education that comes with having a man all so they could enjoy the pleasures of being able to do what they want when they want. And look what being able to do what they want when they want got them. Your baby mamas. If your poontang and your buttocks and your mouth had odometers, your odometers would have flipped by now. We all know it. You're just out there being celibate, huh? I know.
You're just going to work your life away until you hit the grave?
Oh, if I was going to work my life away, would I have time to be here right now and talk to you? I have a job which I can work from home.
Yeah, you have a job and you're going to work your life away. So
they can't refute any of her points. They can't refute any of her points. It's insane. You're going to work your life away, fool. And at the end of, do you guys, you know what? Because this is going to be educational for everybody. That's what we do here. We seek to be a benefit to everybody. If you plan to retire at the age of 67, to see yourself to the end of life, you need around $1.5 to $1.8 million. Cash. Yeah, good luck coming up with that by yourself, weirdos.
I'm not working my life away. I have time.
You literally
I go on holiday.
You are working your life away.
I enjoy myself.
You have no husband. You have no man to help you retain your femininity. So you're just very masculine. That's what it is. You're not even. Because you for nothing and nobody. At some point, men are supposed to
listen. Let's just do it like this. Can we at least concede that let's say give me a second. Let's say that there are some women who are kind of okay living by themselves and they prefer their space right now. Is it smarter? And does it produce better outcomes to do it the way God intended? See, and that's the thing with these modern women. You guys are caught up in the lust of doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, not doing what's best to do. And that's where the destruction is coming from. Listen, you know what I always tell people? If you really, really want to be successful, do the thing that's more difficult. Think about this. If you only need a couple of things from the grocery store, You got your yesterday clothes on. Okay, it ain't the best. It's not the best. But I'm just going to get a couple of things. I don't feel like throwing no clothes on. It's best to throw those clothes on. It's best to go in there and get dressed. Because if you do it the easy way, you get up with the stuff that you had on yesterday, you know, your little house, your shorts, no socks, you just want to run on in there. You're going to bump into some people. You might bump into the love of your life. Versus if you go ahead and do it what's more difficult, go on in there and put some presentable clothes on. Yeah, it will take longer. But when you bump into some people at the grocery store, it won't be a bad experience. It's usually not the easier way that yields the best results. Name me anything that is of high value that is easily acquired. Generally, most of the decisions that you make that are easier are going to be the bad ones that come out with bad results.
At some point, men are supposed to be the providers and protectors for you. But because you are an independent
Listen, hold on. Hold on. Shout out the Holy Ghost over here. We got millionaires working together to become millionaires, while independent women and single mothers think that they can do it all by themselves. It's really sad, actually. We gotta. If that's not one that makes you think. Crazy work. We got multi-millionaires. Listen, and most millionaires are married too. We got millionaires who are partnering up. But the poorest group think they don't have to. Thus, why you're poor. The government is already taking tax out of your check. Then once you get what's left over from the government taking tax out of your check, wherever you go spend it gets taxed as well, right? And you get the leftover portion of that. Imagine that happening to two people instead of one.
You have become the man in your own life. Thank you, Diana.
I become my person. I become independent.
Yes, you become.
So how is that bad? You've not even explained how that's bad. You just explained that I might need a man in the future.
That's why you are masculine. That's the point. You're no longer feminine.
I'm masculine because I work.
Yes. You're masculine because you have chosen to be independent, and
You know, this is embarrassing. How is
your life is embarrassing?
Working, having a job, while you're on TikTok live talking about some stupid way women being independent makes them failures. If women being independent made them failures, we wouldn't have female celebrities. We wouldn't have female people.
You think celebrities are successful? You think so? A bunch of celebrities, you see that as success? That's really pathetic.
Well, if I can have money, do whatever I want, that's success.
Listen, Compton, California is definitely in the building today. Hey, Jerry, don't make me think you spying on me out here now. You see me today? Stop playing with me now.
Having money is success,
That's
right?
That's crazy.
That's even more pathetic. Would you say P. Diddy is successful?
P. Diddy is not successful.
But he has money though. But he has money though. He has money. To you, anyone that has money is successful. Thank you, Greg. So you see how illogical?
He's successful with cash, but he's not successful in life.
But that's my point. Are you saying that having money is what makes you successful?
Okay, lady, where would you rather cry? In a Lamborghini or sitting really complaining about men?
It's not about where would you rather cry. It's about what does success actually look like to you. Crying in a Bentley doesn't make you more successful.
Looks like me right now eating.
No, it doesn't. You are literally the image of failure who thinks money is what makes you successful.
Yeah, Jerry, I spent most of the day in
money, job, life.
Do you think money is what makes you successful? That's what you think. Only people.
Listen, you know what's crazy, man? They will say anything. They don't even care how foolish it sounds. They'll pretty much say anything. This is getting hard to hear. Just to keep from saying, you might have a point. They'd rather say something ignorant.
People who've never had money think like that. Only people who was born poor think that money is what makes you successful.
Okay, so would you rather be living on the streets or having a house of your own? Never having to worry about someone taking you out of your house.
Having a roof over your head doesn't mean you are successful. What don't
that
you
is success.
get?
Having food.
Success
having general leisure is success.
No, success is contributing to society and actually making shifts.
You know what? I never want to see Remnant Princess. I never want to see her. She doesn't, when she does her live, she doesn't show her face. I never want to see her. Because she is so gorgeous in my head just by her intellect that I don't want to see her ever and ruin it. See, what you guys don't understand is men find cooperation and understanding so attractive. Not like I feel that way about her, but I do hold a great deal of esteem for. If you were her man, do you know how easy your conversations would be? You wouldn't even have to have conversations because you two would believe the same beliefs. You would believe the same beliefs. So the relationship would be smooth.
In your community,
what you're saying is that
whether it be in your community, whether it be in your society, wherever it is, you are actually making.
So I have a genuine
in
question.
Your society
so
and
basically, you're saying men who think like this are right, but when women think like this, it's wrong?
I never said that.
No, because the thing is, independent women are failures, but for a woman to not be independent, they would need a man to be controlling their lives.
See how they look at it? They don't look at it like a man is benefiting or complimenting their lives. They look at it like controlling your lives. You need someone to control your lives. Look what you have done to yourselves without being under the leadership of men. You are multi-tier baby mamas. Multitudes of men get to nut in you.
I'm saying is this: if you as a female choose to be independent, right? If you say, you know what, I don't want to get married, I don't want children, I don't want any of the traditional values, then the question goes,
I never say that.
Hold on.
That's not being
being independent.
Are you going means
to listen to what I'm saying? Jeez, man.
Can you listen? Listen, she gets just as frustrated with their conversation as we do. She kind of can't understand it. Like, she said, geez, man. Like, these are elementary conversations. Like, how don't you get this? Black Dove over here rocking with us. The host of the podcast is aggressive and delayed. Okay. Whatever that means. No doubt about it.
That money, you can't even listen. Like, buy some ears, maybe.
No doubt about it. Jerry said the sad part is they think that there's nothing wrong. They don't see no that is the sad part. As we're listening to this is difficult to listen to. But they think they're making points. Horrific.
Is right. If you choose to be an independent woman and you don't want to get married, because an independent woman is someone who doesn't want to get married, who doesn't want a man, and wants to live by her own standard. That's what we're talking about. So the reality is, if you are choosing to do that, then what else are you doing to contribute to society? What else are you doing to contribute to your community, to your culture?
To what culture? Technically, what you just told me right now, what you just told me specifically was just, oh, I need to give something back, which I do because I go to Africa and I spend time with children on my gap years. How is that bad? Being independent, what you're telling me is that I need a life where I need a husband and children.
No, I never said.
Which
I just
technically
explained
an
it to you.
independent woman can get.
I just
Someone
explained
independent.
it to you.
I just need a life.
I just
I need a
explained it
life
to
where
you.
I don't need money.
Yeah, pretty.
I don't need a man to. What
Generally
did you explain?
speaking, how many?
You just told me I need a man.
I never said you need a
That's
man.
basically-
I never said that.
No, because you just told me.
I never said you need a
independent
man. I
woman-
said if an independent woman is not choosing to be traditional, what else is she doing to contribute to society?
Oh, I've seen a lot of women do different things. Like I just said, I went to Africa in my gap years.
Yeah, you're
went
talking
to
about
spend
you.
time
We're
with
talking
children.
about the majority. What are
But
majority
there are
of
so many people who do
So
that.
what are
There are
majority?
so many people who do that.
Tell me,
And there are people
no.
who even do it
What's
to
the
just
percentage
lower their
then? What's the
tax.
percentage? What's the percentage in Western
I
society?
don't know, but I know that
Exactly.
many people do it.
Exactly.
My friends
So
do
if
it.
you can't prove it, then you're not making any sense. You can't even prove.
My friends do
you're
it.
Not, you're not even proving. Then prove it.
No, it doesn't even need proof
give
because
me,
you know
give
this
me a stat.
happens.
No, it doesn't. Majority. There are more females who are.
So you don't know that people go to Africa to spend time with children, teach them, read.
Majority of females are not doing it. No, majority of females are traveling
I
and
am.
partying. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the majority.
What's wrong with that? It's their money.
That's my point. They're not
It's their money.
contributing. They're not contributing to society. They're choosing to be degenerate.
Well, if she's working hard for that money, how is it wrong to spend that money on yourself?
I never said it. Okay, pretty. You said you're an engineer, right? I would hope that you have
Yeah.
more brains to have a debate. Listen to what I'm saying, because it seems like whatever school, whatever job you got is making you dumber than rocks. Okay? I would hope that someone I would hope that someone who has an engineering job would be able to have some type of decent debate. My point is, you can't prove that majority of these females are actually contributing and doing what you said they are doing. You can't even give me a number to how many females are helping their country back home. You can't even give me a number.
But you just said independent women are failures. How is it being a failure if you have something, if you have a life, you have a good time?
Having a life
being
doesn't...
a failure is spending time with a man, trying to get everything from someone else, being dependent and reliant on someone else.
That doesn't mean
being
anything.
Being successful is not being bad.
That does not mean anything, okay? Everyone has a life. Dummy.
Do you even have a job?
Everyone has a life.
Everyone
has a life,
Pretty. Person.
Pretty, everyone has a
life.
Like
you're unemployed and you're waiting for your husband to bring money home.
You can't prove anything.
You pray, man.
That's why you're trying to attack me.
I don't even need to prove anything. That's basic knowledge. You know that people go to different countries.
No, you can't prove it. You can't prove it. Give me a number.
Go search it.
You can't
go
prove
Google
it. No, why don't you? You're the one telling me. So you don't even have any type of resource. I don't have my computer with me. You have no type of resource to even prove that to me, right?
I can go get my computer right now and search it up.
Go and do that.
I do it.
Go on.
I do it in my gap year.
Do it. No,
what
me,
more evidence do you need if I'm doing it?
Prove to me that these females, prove to me, hold on. Prove to me that independent females are actually going back home and helping their community.
He said, what the hell is going on in here? But listen, one thing you guys don't know, that's not it. There's more.
It has nothing to do with men. It has everything to do with your lack of intelligence.
You guys aren't going to get to hear me because, listen, we exploded on this part right here because, well, I don't even mean to say it like that. Because that's not the goal, is to, make your point sound more valid than someone else. But this was a really intense part right here. Like, they let me up on the panel, right? And some of the women got triggered at a high level, right? I thought the goal was to get information that can assist us in doing better. not to just refute, and not have anything to substantiate your disagreement. You just disagree? Let's go, though.
Why do you always complain? I'm not complaining. I'm making statements. Big difference. So success is defined by having a man. You need therapy yourself. No, success is not defined by having a man. Success is defined by what you're actually doing in society. What are you independent females doing in society other than getting your cheeks clapped? Huh? What are you females doing other than being in debt? You do all this feminism.
Hold on. That's not, hold on.
In their societies, regardless, so they are still contributing. Simply because they get paid does not mean that they are not contributing, right? So I have not spoken about the money not once. I'm a teacher. There's literally teachers right now who are fighting for higher pay. I've never talked about the money since I've been here. However, I am a teacher and I do contribute.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, you talked about firefighters, right? It reminded me of something. When California was burning all the way to the ground, right?
Yeah.
There were some people who were actually hiring private firefighters. Now, that's how you know they don't do it for just for free, right? Because why didn't the private firefighters go out there and help? No, they waited until they got paid. That was my first time learning there's actual private firefighters you can hire. I didn't even know that.
No,
I actually was shocked that you can actually hire. Yes, people were hiring private firefighters. I thought, wow. I thought to myself, wow, why couldn't you just go out there and do it?
Why would they?
I mean, this is what you do.
Why would they risk their life for nothing?
And that's the point. Is people are only doing this for a paycheck. You stop paying them doctors,
the world goes round.
Them children are going to unalive. You stop paying them nurses.
Why would someone
ER is not gonna run anymore. You stop paying anyone doing anything.
So you believe in communism?
They are not going to do it. And that's hold on. That is why I say they're doing it. They are doing it for a paycheck.
Okay, but what about
outside of
what are they doing it for?
Outside of. Do you know that majority of independent females are not volunteering? They're just not.
You can't say that.
How do you know that? Where are these statistics? Where are these statistics?
Let me tell you why. Because I've done my research. Let me tell you, I've done research. Okay, I've actually done research to see how many. Hold on. I've done research to search how many females out there are actually even doing are actually doing voluntary work, are traveling to help their community. There's none out there. At least she said there's not enough source out there to prove that majority of independent females are doing it. But if I was to research how many independent females are traveling, I could get over 50%.
I do.
If I could research how many females are unaliving unborn babies, I will get stats for that. If I could research how many independent females are losing their jobs, I can get stats for that. But I can't get no type of source for independent females who are doing community work because there's not enough.
You can't get a source for it because that means that no one, which is a college level person, by the way, college people are the ones who actually do this research, by the way. The people that you despise so much.
No, they don't.
You don't have a
government research.
No.
Government
people go to college.
Every source that I get comes from, hold on, Ebony. Every source that I get comes from .gov or .org.
Yeah, but can they lie?
I'm not getting resources from college students.
I'm asking you a question.
And those people are educated in whatever source that they are studying.
If they can lie, how can you believe it 100%? That's what I don't understand. And the way you talk,
it's not about believing it 100. Ebony, it's not about believing it 100%. It's about using some type of logic to prove what you're saying.
But you can't say
we need some logic or we're just gonna sound like a bunch of emotional or I'm not.
You are just not
Oh my goodness
making
me!
sense
Listen
to
to
me.
what I'm
You
saying.
just told me that
You
they
can't.
can lie to
You're
some
not making
degree.
sense because
I am
everything
making
you're
some sense because I've just
to
asked
some
you. I've
degree.
asked you,
Okay,
can they lie?
Ebony. How can we, Ebony? If we're not going to use stats to prove what we're saying, what could I use to prove what I'm saying? If I'm not going to use stats, if I'm not going
Can
to
I
use government sources,
can I say something?
hold on. I wanted to answer this question, please. Sorry, Hope. Let's just answer this question. What else can I use if I'm not going to use government sources and stats?
Watch how she tries to evade this. It's literally insane. It's literally insane that she's going to try, because that's a good question. If you keep the issue that they have with stats, the issue they have with stats is we can pin their backs up against the wall. Historical data, things like that, it gets too close to the truth, even for a delusional person. So the only other course of action, of course, that they have, of recourse that they have is not all stats are true. Who made up the stats? Things like that, right? They will not concede to any type of facts. They won't concede to anything. We saw a woman yesterday who said she wouldn't believe Jesus if he came, and she was a Christian.
Else to prove what I'm saying, to prove it. Ebony, can you please unmute?
Well, I would talk if you don't unmute. If you mute me, innit? Like if you mute me, I can't talk, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
All right, just answer the question, please.
So I
Yeah, I
ask
get
you a
what you're saying.
question. If
Yes.
the government, you believe the government lies to some degree,
No,
how
I
can you
literally,
say?
okay, hold. Oh my
Mm?
God. Answer my
You
question.
keep using
If
God, but
I'm
then
not,
you don't
if you
believe in
don't
it.
want me to use, if you, I never said I don't believe in God. I don't know what
That's
you're
what
talking
you
about. I've never
said.
said
That's
that
what you said.
once in
You
my life.
said,
So please.
yeah, that you
I said I don't
it's a
talk
figure.
about God. I said
No,
I don't
you said
talk
it's a
about
figure.
God. Oh my God, Ebony.
Okay, can I say something?
She doesn't,
Because this is very
she is
important.
stalling. She is stalling. I want to hear it too because I want to understand how can I be able to prove my point if I'm not going to use logic? If you don't want me to use government sources to prove what I'm saying, then what am I supposed to use to prove anything? Please answer the question, Ebony. Since it's not black and white, answer it then. Ebony, you can unmute. Thank you, Wonders.
You keep muting me and then you're telling me on mute. Does it make sense?
Okay, then answer the question, please. Answer the
You
question.
need
Let's
to
get
answer the
straight to the
question
point. Come
because
on,
based
answer
on
the
what you
question.
said is what I'm saying. You said that government can lie to a certain degree. So how can you say that statistics is 100% and is logic? What are you saying? That don't make sense. And then
Because
you're
there is
telling
logic to it.
me
Because it has
that
been, there's
I
logic to
am
it because
basically faffing
professionals
around.
have done extensive research.
Human
Okay,
beings
it's
can
logical because we're
lie.
talking about people who
Human
are
beings
doing
can lie.
research.
Like yourself.
Okay, then. So tell me what else can I use? So tell me what else can I use then? All right, then. So what else can I use? What? Tell me. What can I use then? What?
The evidence that I would believe, yeah, is based on, yeah, the things that you see with your eyes and how people's lives have been. I'm not going to base it on
How
statistics
can I do? How can I show
100%.
that here right now? How
Because
can I show that on
I
live?
don't know how you're going to show it here right now, but what I do know is
Exactly.
there are
So you
people.
can't tell me. No. You need to tell me how. Don't tell me you don't know. How can I be able to show you
You keep
what
muting
everyone is
me
going through on
to
my
make
live right
yourself
now? So
believe,
tell
yeah,
me
that you're
how.
saying the right thing. But really
I
and
need you to get to
truly,
the point. How can
so
I
if
be
you
able
shut
to
your
show
mouth,
you
if you shut your mouth,
how everyone
I
is
Yes,
living
can.
shut
their
your
life?
mouth.
Tell me how.
How do
How?
you do that with statistics? Are you okay? Have you gone to every single household
Tell me how
and
can I be able?
and
How
prove
can
that?
I be able to
How does that
prove to
make
you
sense?
that majority? How? How then? How?
You're not correct, man. You need help.
You.
Say that again, please. Who was speaking? Mm-hmm.
She's not the one who said that. Pay
Let me
attention.
tell you something. I didn't say
Remnant
that,
said
yeah?
that.
Yeah, so please don't come to me. Don't come
She
to me with that because I didn't.
No, Ebony says she believes in God. She did say that. Ebony says she believes in God. Don't go backwards. Answer the question.
bro.
You guys
Okay,
can't
can I
hear me
say something
because
now?
screen record.
Yes, go ahead.
Listen, I believe that
You
men are
didn't
the
eat with us,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank
But
you,
I
Stacy.
believe that men.
Yeah, you take
Listen,
care.
I
Thank
believe that
you.
men
you
are
Thank
the.
you,
didn't eat with us,
Stacy.
sir. But
I
okay.
believe that men
Ebony
are.
couldn't answer the
Yeah,
question. No, Ebony,
I
you're done.
can
You're
because you
done.
keep
You're done. You're
muting me.
done. Let Hope speak now, okay? She's been waiting patiently and listening to your illogical points. Go ahead.
She
I
said
just
your
wanted to say,
illogical
this
points.
goes back to your point of like single women are not volunteering. When you said like you looked
And
into it
thank you,
and there's
Stacy
no
Prince, for
statistic.
coming up. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Now, the thing about that is when there's no research, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It means that no one decided to take the time out to research it because they didn't find it important. That's why nobody cares who is volunteering and who's not. Like that's not something people genuinely care about. Like you're either doing it or you're not. But there's no reason for someone to decide, "Oh, I'm just going to sit down and research who's volunteering the most. Is it married women or is it single women?" No one decides to do
Hope.
that.
If there was,
That's just like a very vague
it's not.
thing to
But let's
research.
let's let's
Like
be
if
let's
you
be
have,
realistic.
yes
If
it is.
Let me tell you why, okay? If research is usually done when there's been like a societal shift, okay? Most of the times research can also be prompted when a shift has been done in society. So when things are starting to happen that never usually happen. So let's say more women are dropping out of university. That's when people start doing research because it's happening at such a high level. So if there's so many females or independent females who are actually trying to contribute to society, trust and believe people are going to do research behind that because it's happening such a high extent that is actually causing a shift in society. Okay? People are the ones that change society. So if loads of people are doing something, it's going to change it. You'll be forced to have to look into it.
Yes.
You'll be forced.
Yes, I said that they're not going. What I said was they're not going to sit here and debate on whether it is independent women or married women that are doing it. That's what I said. I never said that when there's when there's a shift in society that there's not going to be a research. I said no one is just going to sit here and be like, oh, which one is doing it at a higher rate? Why? Like no one's doing that. That's why you
That's my
don't have the
point.
sources,
That's
not
my
because
point
it's not
because
happening.
it's not happening. It's not happening to a point where it's actually making a societal shift. That's my point. Majority of females
That
are
means
not.
married women are
Hold
not
on.
doing it to a point where it's making a societal shift either then.
Married
Yeah, I'm
So if you're
not
going
women.
gonna
to
lie.
argue
Black
independent
Dove,
women
That's
aren't, then
Black Dove did support the show tonight. I'm not gonna even. What can I say it one more time, guys? I'm not gonna hold you guys, or what is? I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna hold you.
married women aren't either.
Married women are contributing to their community by I'm losing my train of thought.
Producing kids.
No, not by producing.
It didn't work. The independent woman thing, it didn't work. Now, I'm going to let people come up. I'm going to let people come up now. Somebody tell me where this independent woman's movement worked. Tell me where it had a positive impact in society, families, or communities. We can just sum it up by saying society. Tell me where it had a positive impact. Tell me. I want to know. I'm like Joe. Oh, my people making amends down yonder. Oh. We all know what independent woman means, yet the woman on Remnants Live were being dense. Yeah, I agree. That was tough to, yeah. Hold on. Takesha been giving some pushback against that. Takesha, what is it that you disagreed with about it? Takesha was there. Okay, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's Remnant Prince. She goes in like Scatterman. JX in the building. Yeah, she's on you know what? She's definitely, I believe, on I'm over here tripping. She's definitely on YouTube, I think. I think she has more subscribers than I do. Deeper. Okay, so this is what she's doing. Listen, I am going to show you guys. Give me a second. I might have something for you guys. Yep, she put that up today. So you guys might get the, let me see. This girl is smart as. Okay, let me see if I can do this. She got the part where My voice sounds definitely crazy on her thing, but let's see if we can do it. No. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay.
You live your life. You live your life for capitalism. You live your life for the patriarchy. The reality is, you are actually working for everybody else other than yourself.
Thank you.
And
well
what
said.
we're saying is,
So how do you
understand your
money,
point,
Remnant?
but I feel like you're disregarding.
That's just normal integrity. But
Dictionary.
And then we can go back to open panel. Welcome, Stacey Prince. It's good to have you. Can you please address the prompt?
Yes, I hope everybody's doing well. Independent women are a failure. I'm going to drop right away, but I think men and women are completely different. Most men and women, men think typically from a logical perspective. When we first started hearing women say independent woman, the first thing we did was looked up the dictionary definition for independent. It's free from authority and outside resources. So there's no such thing as an independent woman. What this is a rebellion, is what it is. There's no such thing as an independent man. None of us can survive our own resources, and especially women, because men made most of the resources. There's not a such thing as a person who can rebel against the people who gave women the freedoms to work, the freedoms to vote. So I think this thing is mostly just words. It's something that how women felt, right? It's more of a rebellion than anything. But the crazy part about it is what you're rebelling against is everything that gave you the luxuries that you have. Everything that gave you the right to vote, everything that gave you the right to go to school, everything that gave you the right to work. And so I'm just lost at why you would rebel against something that gave you that's why they call this the greatest country on the planet. I'm curious as to why you would rebel against something that made your life so great.
Well, answer me this, Stacey P.
Okay.
Why is there so much strip clubs in the world? Why is there so much whorehouses in the world?
Oh, please don't.
Why
use
is it
that
full
word.
of men? If there wasn't all the men going there, the women wouldn't have no money to make in there. Why are there so many of them? Why is there only fan page and those women are making serious money?
No, they don't need to.
I'm very confused on your standpoint.
If we had no women who would participate in that, it wouldn't exist.
Facts. Just about to say that.
Men made those.
No, that's rubbish. Who's going to them? Who's paying them? Who's giving them the money?
Men were the ones who made those. Those were
always say no. All of us
That white substance that we all know about.
You guys
A white substance that we all know about that's illegal. There's a white substance that we all know about that's illegal. It's here, and it's very
important. Do the men go there?
It's
the
here.
men that go there, the women
show respect.
It's one on every corner.
Hold on. SM. You asked him a question. At least allow him to respond.
And SM, I'm very confused on what you're saying.
There's a white substance here in pretty much everywhere. It's very available. We can get it anywhere. It's illegal. I've chose not to ever do it. You could choose not to ever do OnlyFans in the name of your integrity, in the name of everything that you hold as your own.
That's a good point, but why do they exist and why they're making so much money?
Women, we need to say no.
Somebody's participating in it.
Even
let's talk
about
independent women, please.
Hold on. Listen, females who also sell their box are also part of this, okay? They're all the same. The reality is no one is forcing them to do it, and that's the point. It doesn't matter. Listen, there are plenty. Hold on, Hope. There are plenty of men that probably wanted to clap your cheeks, SM. Did you open your legs to them? No, because you had a choice. I'm sure you could go to the bar
Absolutely.
right now and loads gonna clap your cheeks. It's not by force, and it's just the same thing. They don't have to be on OF.
We need to say
It's a choice.
They don't have to be, but why do they think that's a first choice?
What do you
now
mean?
you
Why
say,
do they think it's the
you
first
don't understand
choice?
me. I worked for the
they're being
BBC for
influenced.
15 years. I worked for Sky TV, London Stock Exchange, the Cabinet Office, Westminster. So I'm educated, and it's very lonely in that world because there's not many black women. In fact, I'm the only black woman that I ever saw during the 25 years of that industry. That wasn't making me, that's not my influence to women. It's the way I carry myself, the way I carried myself with dignity, did what I had to do, and the way I interact with other women. I don't encourage women to be promiscuous. I don't encourage women to do negative things and think negative. And I think there's some women on the panel that have made some good points. There's a lady who's a teacher. Excellent, because she's going to see it from a different perspective, because she is contributing. There's a lady who was a virgin when she was married. She is contributing. So it's good to hear their responses, because they actually are uniquely wonderful and the people that we need to be to, because they're providing some good foundation.
Yeah, no, listen, anyone that's getting paid is not contributing. It's just that simple. Okay? Because once you get rid of the paycheck, they ain't doing their job anymore. Go ahead.
Well,
I do still teach in my church every Sunday in kids' life. I do still teach without getting paid.
You keep giving me your anecdotal experiences.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
I don't know why you keep bringing up your personal experiences. I'm responding to what SM said, okay? My point is, you're not the only person.
She was talking about me as a teacher.
Yes, and I'm telling, I understand that. But the reality is, a lot of you females, you come on this live and use your career as an example.
Hey, listen, people, those of you who have not subscribed to the show, hit that subscription button. We're going to see you pop up on the screen as soon as you hit it. Hit that subscription button real quick. People, we have not had a show contributor in about 30, 45 minutes. We don't care if it's $1.99 or if it's $5. Rock with the show, because we are live. I'm starting to think that I should give this thing up and take up a rapping career, people. No? Listen, those of you who are watching who have not subscribed to the show, subscribe. Shout out to Toya, definitely rocking with us on TikTok. Appreciate it, love. My girl. Listen, those of you, I want to see at least 5. We don't have any members bills going off either. I need to see at least 5 people. So there's 70 people in here. Where's it at? I need to see at least 5 of you pop on the screen as new subscribers. Let's go. Let's go. I've been over here talking and they can't hear me. That's crazy. Listen, people. I need those. I forget how many, there's about 80 people in here. I need to see at least 5 people subscribe to the show. If you're watching the show, become a subscriber. We'll see your thing pop up on the screen. We have not had a show supporter in about 30, 45 minutes. Rock with us like we rock with you. Let's get it going, people. I need 5 people who are watching to hit that subscribe button, and we will see it come up on the screen. Let's go. Let's go. Rock with us like we rock with you. Tim is in the building rocking with us. We getting low participation like this. Let's go, people. Let me see something. How about... We got 60 people in here, people. You gonna tell me everybody's a subscriber already? Hit that subscribe button and we will see it pop up on the screen.
every month so you can afford that light bill, you ain't going to work and you ain't teaching those pitnings. It's just that simple. You need your light bill. You need your light bill to be paid. It has nothing to do with you just choosing to do it. It's two different things. And it's not just you, Hope.
My girl said, I love it here. We love rocking with you, babe.
It's every female out there that talks about her career. Your career is there to pay your light bill. It's just that simple.
Any person, whether you're a man or a woman, if you choose to go into a job that is a government, like a government type job, you are choosing the to help your society over the money, because any government job is not getting paid what y'all think we are getting paid.
Absolutely
I did
true.
choose to go to teach because I wanted to help the next generation of people, because I knew what it was like to grow up in poverty and not having a family who was educated. That's why I chose teaching. That is indeed an influence, and that is indeed why I chose it. Just because I want my paycheck does not mean that I'm not going to go in every single day and teach the best way that I know how. I think the point is going over your head. If I didn't want to be a teacher, I would not. No, I think the point is going over your head because you keep saying we're not contributing.
You're not contributing. Stop using your career as a way to contribute to society. You are working for somebody else, okay? That's the reality. You're working for somebody else.
But in technical terms, it is contributing to society.
You are not. Because if okay.
In technical terms, if we're taking personal experiences away.
Let's take a look at the state of women today. Okay? If you were doing such a great job as a teacher, how come the single mum rates are so high?
The single mum rates are so high because fathers are leaving.
I'm talking about you, Niles. No. Answer. Yeah, no. Okay, no. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're contributing, right? So how come young women are becoming single mums at a high rate today?
That is actually not true.
It is very true.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, you're more likely to have a child in your 30s than in your younger years.
In the BOK community, in the BOK community, we have the highest single mom rate. So how come you as a teacher are not positively influencing young women to keep their legs closed?
Because they're not the only influence that is available in that kid's life. They're not. They are exposed to different environments.
So her being a teacher.
She's a teacher, she could help her.
She's not helping anybody though. Majority. The reality is
she is.
No, she's not.
How many children being abused at home?
We're not talking about victims.
Had to go to school.
We're not talking about victims. Say AB, please. We are not talking about victims. How many times do I tell you? If you want to talk about victims, go seek a psychiatrist room, okay? I'm not your psychiatrist. I do not talk about victims here. Did you females not see what happened to Rizzy? Don't talk about victims on my live.
The thing is, though, as I always say, I am contributing to society in the fact that I go into my daughter's school for free and I teach, I help. And I do voluntary work as well. But I did not realize that my biggest contribution to society is raising her to be a good and respectful person. That is my highest. And I've got a degree and, I work part-time, but I always say that's the highest thing, is to raise somebody who is a positive influence on society. That's what I feel is my contribution to society. So when people meet her,
and I'm not taking away from that. I'm not taking away from that. I think that's your name.
Hold on, Hope. Let her just finish your point, because she has been trying to talk and we've been kind of talking over her. Kirsten, did you land your point?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I realised I volunteer. I do that for free. I don't get paid. So if nobody threw me a smile, I would still go in and do that for 4 hours every week.
All right,
so
that's
what I'm saying.
Shout out to Toya.
Okay, thank you, Kirsten. Let me just introduce the two. Sorry. Let me just introduce the two new panelists, and then we can go back to open panel and you can make your point. So we got 9 Mills. Welcome. Can you please address the prompt? Hi, so I don't understand like where your viewpoint comes from. Like, does it stem from a religious perspective or is it an ideology?
Okay, can
or
you just
what?
tell me, do you agree or disagree with the prompt first?
No, I disagree with everything
Why?
you've been saying from the beginning of this live. It's actually absolutely crazy. I don't know if you're anti-women or
Okay,
what.
okay,
Like,
why? Come on, let's get to the point. Let's try and be direct, okay? Not
number
emotional.
one, yeah, logical. Okay, number one, that sentence in itself, it's literally juxtaposition. How can someone independent be a failure? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't go hand in hand. Secondly, why is it now that when women have become independent, that's a failure in itself, but everything else that has been done to them is not a failure? But when they embody their own person, their own individuality, that's a failure. Okay, number two, you said taxes is not contributing to society. Taxes is the foundation of society. We contribute tax so that we all fairly contribute to a community that we all live in. Do you get what I mean? Tax doesn't go to our hair or nails. It goes to our hospitals.
Money.
Yes,
That's
because
all,
money is
that's
everything.
all you
Women,
know.
women.
Money is not everything, okay? Money is not changing
Women
you
have
females.
been women
Money is
have
not
been
changing.
sold.
Money is not changing females unaliving from BBL surgery. Money is not changing females freezing their eggs at 40. Money is not changing females unaliving their unborn babies. Okay, you're paying your taxes, but guess what? Females are still ending up being failures. Females are still losing their jobs.
What is
Still
your
in
definition
debt.
of failure?
So
What's a
tax.
failure?
My
by
point
your
is
book?
tax.
Where's weirdo at? No, no one was banned from coming in. While shows are going, I have the thing shut off for everybody. Come on, Black Dove. What do you have? Come on. Jeez. You come up here acting crazy, I'm going to give you the smoke. And if you come now. Playing.
Doesn't change any of that. Money don't change that. Failure is when
money is everything.
Oh no, it's not. If you really think that, then that's
money
actually
is
really
everything. In today's generation, people live from paycheck to paycheck. If they were given literally
money
anything that
does money
that
buy
can,
you morals? Does money buy you morals?
Moral what?
Does money buy you
What's
morals?
money got to do with morals?
You just said money is everything. You just said that. So I'm asking you a question. Does money buy morals?
Yes.
I'm not used to that doing that. I thought it would ring until...
Hey Prince, hey guys.
What is going on? What is going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Prince, I am so mad at you. Wait, before I say I'm so mad at you, can I ask you a question? Was the host of that podcast a YT woman?
What do you think?
I think she was. I think she was, yeah. I'll be
Dove,
honest.
what is your question? What is your information seeker?
No, I don't have a question tonight. I asked you a question last night and you let me down. Tonight I'm just upset. Like, was she YT or not? Oh my God, you were so unserious. I cannot. Stop making me laugh. Was she YT or not?
Why does it matter?
It matters because it matters because Prince, you know it matters. Don't play with me. Come on.
No, it doesn't. If she's laying facts down, look,
It does matter.
I don't agree with the way Anton Daniels moves. But I know when he's making a valid point and when he's not. I don't care what color. I know when Charlie Kirk was making valid points. He wasn't always wrong. He was just doing some debaucherous bullcrap sometimes. So it shouldn't matter what color someone is. Either you hear logic in their conversation or you absolutely don't. Tell me what she had wrong.
But
Let's do it. Let's whoa. Let's start there. Where did she have it wrong?
well, her whole premise of the independent woman is like an idiot was wrong. But I also want to say that it does matter what color, because as we all know, YT people have the privilege of being given the benefit of the doubt
What
and
does that
being
have to do with
believed.
the points that she was making about independent women?
What it has to do with the point is that she can get up, YT people, whether it be her or a man, can get up and say absolute nonsense and the world will eat it at
Okay,
their
listen to
feet.
me. Stacy Prince right here is telling
I
you
don't
I
like
agree
that.
with probably 99% of the logic that she made in that.
And that's the problem.
If it's my logic,
That's
how
the
is she
problem.
wrong? Name something she said that was
Your
inaccurate.
logic is wrong. I
Prove it.
already told
Dove,
you.
Dove, Dove. Prove it.
Okay, I can definitely prove it, but before I do that, I just want to say, like, when Charlie Kirk got up and said that, like, passing the Civil Rights Act was like the worst thing that ever happened in American history. If me as a black woman sat up and said, "Oh, I agree, and that's my logic," I would be an
He wasn't
idiot.
100% wrong. Where he was coming from was
Be-
a bad place. But if we trace
I
it,
don't want to talk
we
about
should
it.
have never integrated with white America. We should have never integrated. It did so much damage to us. Black people, when we are forced to thrive, we thrive. That's why you had about 60 Black Wall Streets. But once we found out that we could integrate into white America, we didn't keep building our own hospitals. We found out we could use theirs. So instead of building our own, we used theirs. Once we found out we could go to
Mm-mm,
their grocery stores, we didn't keep building our own grocery stores. We just went to theirs and boosted their economy up, which is why we're where we're
okay,
at today. So 100
that's
his I believe his intentions were probably wicked, and I believe he's a grifter too. I believe he was a grifter. He would say things to trigger people, but there was a portion of what he said that can be proven to be accurate. I just gave you the best example I could. He lied about some
yeah.
things. He lied about some things just to make the white community look better than the black community. But that doesn't mean 100% of the things. I'm not a Charlie Kirk supporter at all by any means. I believe he had some bad intentions. But I can also hear anything that he said that meets the bar of logic. I am not a type of the caliber of individual who does not have the ability to be impartial and listen to logic when I hear it.
Mm,
Nobody
you
is
know, I kind of
100% wrong. Hitler was not, nobody is 100% wrong. There will be some logic intertwined in what we hear.
no, I agree. I agree, Prince. And I don't think that you're 100% wrong. I think that you are mostly wrong in this case. But I do think that you're a bright man, which is why I tune into your show when I can. But I think in this case, you are seeing, in this case, all right, Prince. In this case, I do think that you are, Prince. Stop playing with me. Stop.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
Well, maybe if you stop playing your little sound bites when
You've
I'm
had plenty
talking,
of
you'll
time to
know.
prove it wrong. Let's go.
Prince, don't prove that. Don't go that route. I'm trying to talk to you,
Who are you talking to?
and
Who are you
I
talking
can.
to like that? You know better than to talk that way to me.
Prince, you got me hot. Like,
Let's
don't get a woman
prove
hot
me
if you ain't going
wrong.
for a crazy. Okay, here I. Let me chill out. Let me chill out. Hold on.
Probably
I'm
be
trying
the
to be a good
safest. That'd
person.
probably be the safest move.
Yeah, I agree. For the both of us.
Oh, I'll
The
probably
Holy
just be.
Ghost calmed me down earlier. I'm trying to be a
You
better
probably have
person. I'm not
about
trying to
5 more seconds.
You let me know. Do I have 5 more seconds or are we going to talk? You kick me off your show every single time I call in. Like, it don't matter if you kick me off again. It don't mean nothing anymore.
Better be careful, Dove.
Ooh, let me chill out. Hold on. Okay.
Dove, the question is, do you have anything to dispute? If not, go down.
No.
See, you're just like these women who are up here. You don't have anything to refute. You don't have anything to refute, Dove.
I have plenty
Prove
to refute.
it.
The only difference is that I'm talking to a man who will speak over me and mute me and kick me off his
Dove,
show when I try to refute
prove
him.
your point.
Where do you want me to start, Stacey?
You said you disagree with my logic. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I absolutely disagree with your logic. When I said that, I was talking about, you said how like Black people, when they choose to, instead of building their own hospitals, they choose to go to white hospitals instead of building their own XYZ. No, that's not true. Black people are the most resilient, creative, and strong people in the universe.
Dove, do
And
you
I
have
don't know
anything to where I was wrong? It's
either.
almost like you're agreeing with me. Where am
Yes,
I
I'm
wrong?
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you where you're wrong. See, look, you're coughing.
Why can't you get
Black
to it? It's called being concise.
Prince, I am who I am. Stop trying to make me into you.
You better get to your point
Okay?
ASAP.
I am trying to. If you just breathe and let me get to it, I will. We're talking more about how I can get to it than actually letting me get to it. So, like I was saying,
End badly.
that's wrong. Your point about Black people, oh, they do. No, that's wrong. Black people, the history of America, Black people have risen up again and again and again and again. Black people built Black Wall Street. Black people built Black
Anybody
hospitals.
down in
Black
the
people
chat,
built.
tell me what you get out of what she's saying right now. And I'm going to read some of the comments. Tell me what you get out of what you're,
Read
what
them.
you're hearing
Read
right
them.
now.
Read them. Black people built Black Wall Street. Black people built Black hospitals. Black people built Black beautiful cities, Black neighborhoods. And you know what happened? The white America was so intimidated by Black greatness that they killed it and burned it down. Google Black Wall Street. So I don't want to hear anything about how Black people would rather go to white hospitals than build their own. No, the history of America is brutal. And when Black people create something, white people burn it down because of how intimidated they are. And that's why I'm so offended that the descendants of those Black people who accomplish all that are on a show
Jeff
called
said
Stacey
she
Prince.
said nothing yet, and she making Black people look bad. Look,
Oh,
Fat
no, I
Mac
make Black
said.
people look
Fat Mac
good.
said she's speaking rubbish.
Well, like I said, I'm offended at the fact that the same exact people who strived for greatness and were struck down by white America are
Where
now
am
on a
I
platform on
wrong?
YouTube. I already said it, Prince. I'm like,
Okay,
come on.
so
And maybe
how
if
can
you
you
would
say
actually
I was
pause and
right in
listen,
what
you
I
would get it.
said, but then say I was wrong?
I never said you were right in what you said. I never did.
So are you telling me
Never.
that it was better to come in and start utilizing? Listen, let me ask you this: How does America currently have a death grip on black women? Tell me. It's the gifts that she received and gladly accepted, right? It's the welfare. It's the Section 8. Because when you accept gifts from somebody that powerful, now you are obligated to do certain things that they say to do. Do you disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with that, but I disagree with your premise.
Well, it wasn't good then.
No, it wasn't good, Prince, but what was the alternative? What was the alternative? You're laughing.
Summer's Eve. What's going on?
Don't Summer's
See,
Eve
he
now.
ain't
I'll
ready
take
for
any
it.
summertime, summer anything.
Okay, summertime.
Oh,
then.
it's summer? Oh my God.
Stop it.
It is so good to talk to you again,
That's
girl.
right. Hello.
I said stop it.
Hey, girl.
Okay, I get you.
Well, I came to disabuse a few things that you just said.
Say it.
First of all, that stuff that happened in the 1960s, those women they were rejecting welfare back then. When they got to the 70s, then they were welcoming it.
So what's your point? It means I'm still right. It doesn't matter which group did it. They did it.
Right. And modern women do not operate in the same way as those ladies back there.
You saying modern women aren't on welfare?
No, I'm talking about the way they carry themselves.
I agree.
all of that stuff.
They carry themselves worse.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And they get more benefits now. They
Yep.
get more of everything. If
Yep.
you sat down and took the time to calculate what they get from their daddy government, sometimes it's in the 60, 70, 80,000.
Yes.
And then they may have a side ninja over there patting
That
their
is not
pockets and
true.
stuff while they're clapping their cheeks.
I agree.
And then when you get that one and that one and turn around
It's
and
not
then
true.
you go do hair under the table and all
Hold
of
on
this
real
other
quick, Summer.
kind of
Hold on. Dove, I have a question for you.
Mm.
Do you think it's okay to do what you're doing while she's talking? I just want to answer.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, because you do that to me while I'm talking. So if that's a tone, then yeah.
No,
You
actually I
probably
didn't.
shouldn't
I
have
just
said
said
that,
hello.
so that's why you're going. Go ahead.
I don't care how she feels. We already know how Black Crow feels about me. You remember what she prefaced in the initial gift that she gave you. Remember that?
She thinks she
Okay,
can
that
come
says
back
a
up
lot.
here.
Of course she's coming back. I'm
My question: are you
irresistible.
ready to apologize? If not, I'll just block you.
Sure. What do you want me to say?
I want you to apologize. You're being rude. You're not being adult-like. Just say I apologize, please.
I apologize for being rude and not being
Okay, that's just leave it there
adult-like.
before you mess it up. Just leave it right there. Okay. Now,
Apology
Okay.
accepted.
so can you
Because I'm
hold
not.
on till summer's done? Okay.
I was gonna say I'm actually not being rude. I'm just in a place where I have
No,
to
I
talk
was
a little
being
bit
rude.
louder.
Are you really doing it again?
No, I said I was being rude. I was trying to be kind.
Well, let me tell you something. What you do is try to use that, oh my God, I was trying to be kind type of
Rutherford in the building.
demure type of voice to try to sway people to feel the way that you want them to feel, but it doesn't work on people who deal with in logic and reality.
She's got a gorgeous voice, but I'll tell you what, with the body that it's in. Listen,
That
Summer, listen, hold on. What do I have wrong, Summer?
absolutely nothing.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Okay, hold on, Summer. Now, Dove, pin my back up against the wall since I do. Since that was so crazy. Give it to us.
Like I said, you have the history of Black America wrong. Black Americans are not lazy. They are not cop outs. They are not XYZ.
Who
Black
said they
Americans
were
have.
lazy? What's wrong with
You
you?
did. You did. You did. You said it. Black Americans would rather da da da. And then also, I'm
Hey,
just gonna
listen,
move
Dove,
on
stop,
from
stop,
that.
stop. Okay, I want you to listen
Yeah,
to
you
this. I want you
always
to
cut me
listen to
off.
this. If black people had not have decided to go to black hospitals instead of build their own. Listen, it's not even just black people. All races of other people did that have their own hospitals, their own schools and things like that. That's why they did it. Out here in California, do you know how many of these schools are predominantly Mexican? That's how you build your own things.
Prince.
When you either resist utilizing someone
It's
else's
different,
or you're not
Prince.
allowed to use theirs. You build your own. And after you build it on, even though you went through hardships to build it, even though you might wish that you could have just integrated with them, once you build yours, you're grateful that you built it because now you have your own.
Mm-mm. Prince.
Let me
The
ask you this,
reason
Dub.
why
Hold
it's
on. Let me ask you this, Dub. I want to ask you
God.
this really.
Sure.
Do you ever care about being perceived as a logical person? And do you ever care that sometimes you just talk just to talk and it makes you look like you don't have much information? Do you care about that?
Okay, I'll take that in two parts. The first part, yes. I mean, actually, no. I don't care how I'm perceived because I know that most people are flawed. And the only thing whose judgment I care about is God's. Every man on this universe could hate me. I could be
What does
perceived
God
as the worst
how does
woman.
God tell you to behave? How does he tell you to behave? Meek, humble? No?
God tells,
Meek, humble?
yes, but also standing 10 toes down on what I
Okay,
believe,
what
on what
scripture is
is
that? Oh,
right.
okay, right, yeah, yeah. What scripture is that? Standing 10 toes down. What scripture is that, please?
You tell me.
I wouldn't
You
even make a
quizzing
statement to
me?
say that's in the Bible.
It's not.
You tell me. You tell me. You tell me.
Listen, we
That's
need
what I'm
somebody to
saying.
hit that
And
super chat.
Vengeance
Let's
is
go.
no,
mine,
Summer,
says the
Summer.
Now
Lord.
we done
Can I
revamped the
ask?
show
No, no,
up.
no, no, no.
We don't listen. We done
Summer,
push some
I'm
Summer,
energy in.
not
no, no,
Hold on,
no.
hold
You're
on.
saying you're
Everybody,
saying
hold
here.
on. I need people to revamp the show. We're gonna throw some more energy in the show. Somebody keep this thing going. I told you, we gotta get this thing going. If we're gonna throw some more energy in the show. Listen, Summer, let me ask you a question too. Some people have reached out to me to use my trademark music. What do you think about that?
Unless you are
You need
selling
to
that
license
music, absolutely not.
Yeah, I was wondering, was I crazy? Like, listen, if you watch my show, you know that's my trademark self music.
Correct. Because I have a son who's a producer and who would never, he'll give you a small sample, but you cannot
license it.
does in it. You cannot go back and dub his music.
Listen,
License
I
it
need
out
one
and get the
person to support the
royalties.
show. We don't care if it's $1.99 or what. Just let us know you're rocking with us and we'll stay up. But other than that, if you guys are dozing off on me, we're going to go ahead and end this thing early. And shout out to AJ for keeping it going with us all the night up in this situation. My brother Ether up in this mother effer with the $100 super chat.
Is your music copyrighted?
Of course, I wouldn't have it up here if it wasn't.
Okay, very good. Then yeah, Summer's way wrong. License it out.
License my trademark music out.
Yes,
then it
Prince,
won't be my
because
trademark music anymore.
Okay, so
No.
you're going to
What are you
dispute
talking
me
about?
when I'm married to a man who has a degree of music business and is a professional.
Hold on,
Girl,
shout out
when was the
to
last
shout
time
out to
that man
T
touched you?
shout out to T
Bye.
Hoyt over here supporting the show. AJ been killing it over here in this piece. Black Dove supported the show like a mother effer. EJ rocking with us. I appreciate all you guys. Black Dove again and again over here in this mother effer.
The one and only.
All right, we're going to take in a few more what's the names. The people have fell asleep on us. We're going to take in a few more interactions and we're going to wrap it on up. So
They
Dove,
need to wake up.
yeah.
Hmm?
You know that was cold. Don't say it wasn't, Dove. But listen, why do you
It was pretty
desire to buck against the information? If listen, and I don't want anything long and drawn out for you. I don't want none of that. I'm going to get upset. I need your when you listen. So if Summer comes up here and tells me that it's okay for people to go in each other's pockets and just take from each other, if I refute it immediately, I'm going to tell her where I think that impacts people negatively. I'm going to have it off the top of my head. I'm not going to have to start with a story. Everybody will know what my contention is. It's not like that with you.
Sure.
When you refute people's points and we ask you to substantiate it, we don't really know what you say.
That's because you guys all have short attention spans and
So
you're not.
everybody
like,
has short attention spans but Dove.
The majority of people do, yeah.
Okay, so
including
listen.
you,
Hey,
Prince.
listen to me really quick. You said I was wrong. Now I want you to give us a concise definitive of where.
I already told you the first example. You won't get through it. Your whole idea of how Black people are just like these lazy, dependent people is wrong. And then I tried to move on to Black women. May I? Or are you going to cut me off?
If it gets too long, I'll cut you right off.
All right, sure. So this whole idea of like Black women made this deal with the government, that's insane, Prince.
That's fine. I'm not
What
going to
is
go into it with you about that. That's fine.
Okay, you didn't even give me that long before you cut me
Yeah,
off.
because you sound pretty ignorant right now when everybody in the world knows they're still tied
Prince,
to the freaking
an
contract.
opinion
They're
that is
still
different than
tied to the
yours.
contract.
An opinion that is different than yours is not automatically ignorant.
They are still right now tied to their contract with the government. Did you
Have
see
you
all
ever
of the
read,
people going buck wild when Trump froze the food stamps? Or do you think that was imaginary?
I think that the majority of people who went buck wild and the majority of people on food stamps are white women, but the media won't show you that because the media likes to keep people like
So
Stacey
why
Coons in the
didn't we see the
chokehold.
white women going buck wild? It's because they have
Because the
husbands.
media didn't promote it, because the media doesn't want to portray an image of the fact that white women are on food stamps.
So
They
when
want to
white
keep
women were
black
going
women
into white
in
women
that
were going
image,
into
and
these
you aren't
stores,
promoting
throwing
it.
the tomatoes and throwing the watermelons and throwing the oranges, when they were going buck wild, and it was all on videotape. Somehow Google and YouTube, they just captured those videos, TikTok too, and they
Oh my
refused to
God.
release them. Is that what happened?
Yes. Wake up. Yes. Have you watched the Dave Chappelle special?
Get your goofy ass off of here. You won't disrespect me like that. I made a sarcastic hypothetical, and she said yes.
She doesn't understand satire.
Jeez. She said yes, that's what happened. These people were up in there acting a damn fool, and there was a conspiracy to hide all of it. There wasn't any black people in that store at the time where these white women were on that rampage nationwide. There wasn't any black people in there with their camera phones out capturing all of it. Right? There was none of that. Or if there was, when the black people uploaded all of these crazy white women pissed off about their SNAP benefits being canceled, when they uploaded it, Google caught all of them. You should not want to be like that. What you got for me, Summer, before we wrap this thing up? I'm wrapping this up. I'm not going to let this get in my spirit.
Since she's misinformed, in the last presidency, they saw that all of there were so many programs, even down to education, that people could get without the other agency knowing. So they merged all of these things where it was transparent. And then here came the current president now, who when they created Doge, they saw all the fraud and the waste and the misuse. So then they were able to go back and take a lot of it back. And they know that they really owe us a whole lot, but they're trying to figure out how to give us tax benefits because we were overpaying in taxes to everybody, to all of these countries, to all the newcomers, to everybody. And then the folks who were getting double dipping, they with the same address, then they're getting cut off too. Yeah. So now, in a few months, you're going to have to go back and re-sign up for all the.
I agree with that. I agree with people not being able to just sit home and collect welfare. I believe you should have to show some degree that you've been looking for a job or something. I think I don't believe in DEI, but I do believe that we do know that discrimination against blacks in the workforce exists. So, whereas you should have to show signs that you've been aggressively hunting for a job, they should also take into account that, listen, even the studies by America shows that blacks get discriminated against in the workplace. I'm talking about as far as getting the job. So just factor that in. But I don't believe people should be able to be on welfare for 10 years straight.
Places like Louisiana, which I no longer live there, it was so many people on food stamps like 10 years ago that they capped it off to a 60-month just in totality. So you can have 20 kids if you want to. Guess what? If you can't get your life together in 5 years, you on your own, buddy.
It breeds dysfunction because the people who stay on welfare for those extensive periods of time, they pass that same thing as a source of evading a source of urgency. They pass it down to their children. Their children don't know about welfare. Their children will put it's a source of poverty. It is a huge battery of poverty. And it's a poverty mindset, and it gets passed down from generation to generation. Not only that, the caliber of individual who would stay on welfare for 5 or 10 years is also the caliber of individual who is degenerate, low self-esteem, lacking of certain types of character. And then these people, I believe it should be disrupted at a high level. Even if some of us have to lose our lives, I believe it should be disrupted. I think we've been trying to figure out a way to fight this system without there being any casualties. And there are no major wars that have victories attributed to them where there aren't significant casualties. So I think we have to get out of that mindset. I'm about to get up out of here, Summer.
Okay, well, shout out to my sister, my real life sister in the comments, Miss Sugar Smacks.
Miss Sugar Smacks in this building. You know what it is.
That is my sister.
Hold on. We got to
My
do better
only
than that.
sister.
Got to do better.
And she doesn't play games either.
All right, we up out of here, sweetie.
All right.
Take care.
See you later, hon.
You know it. You know it. All right, people. I'm about to get to what some of you guys get into. A little bit of rest. We got a massive amount of work to do. That said, we are out of here. You don't believe that you're hella weird?
No, I know I'm weird.
So basically, let me get this straight. Basically, you just interrupted the outro of the ending of the show.
Yeah.
Foolishness of that degree, I guess, is warranted some type of examination and
Prince, you tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it, okay? I'll be good. I promise. I don't want to get kicked off anymore.
I wanted you to let the show end.
I'll accept that. No, because I just kind of want to talk. Like, I want to get my message out. You always kick me off. Like, but you tell me how I need to behave, and I promise I will behave that way. I promise.
Dove, tell me what you want to talk about. What message do you want to get out? I think you need to, I think that boy needs to come clap your cheeks. Do you agree with that? That boy
No.
who's
You want it?
on a scale of 1 to 10, he was a 15. Could that have anything to do with the dysfunction that's taking place tonight?
No.
How long has it
No.
been since he clapped your cheeks?
Like maybe a month and a half?
That could have something to do with it, right?
No, Prince, come on, you know me. I was like this
So
before I
you think
even
it
met
was
that boy.
normal? Well, she's got a point, people. She was like this. She would do something like
Mm-hmm.
interrupt the outro of the show. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Do you want to give me advice on that? Because last night you you cut me off. You kicked me
It's
off like
either
three
you're going to let him
times.
continue clapping your cheeks or you're not. That's really it. Let me ask you
No.
this. What are the pros associated with letting him continue to clap?
Okay, so the pros are that I have a soft spot for like black men with potential. And, you know, I'm really humble. I know.
That's what you got a soft spot for.
No, Prince, just listen to me, please, without all the gimmicks. Just listen. I have a soft spot for black men. May I?
Oh, go ahead.
I don't trust you. You're gonna do another like sound bit. Okay, so
Dove, what are the pros associated with letting him continue to clap your cheeks outside of massive orgasms? What is it, Dove?
the pros are that like morally speaking, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And that's what I was trying to get at last night. And I know
Morally
that last
speaking,
night,
you feel like you're doing the right thing by letting him clap your cheeks?
not necessarily letting him clap my cheeks, but by giving him a chance. Yeah. I do. And that's what I needed advice on, and I was having a hard time
Dove, stop.
articulating
Just
it last
stop.
night.
Dove, stop. Do you believe that a 26-year-old is going to marry you and be with you for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive is he?
Uh, maybe like a 6.57.
Okay, that's very
Like I
above
said,
average.
he's yellow.
Stop. That's very above average. His SEX is a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, he's like the only
How
one.
is his behavior? Is he a confident man, or does he have swag? Does he carry himself with swag? Would other women be
So
attracted to him?
yes, so he
Okay, so
definitely has
Dove, why do
swag.
you think you get him at your age? Why do you think you get to keep this young, immaculate man to yourself for the end of your life? Why? Tell me why. Tell me
What you
why.
mean age? What you mean?
Do you think
I
men
get
date?
to keep
Do you
it.
think men date up or down?
I think men date up, which is exactly why this man was dating me.
He's clapping your
The
cheeks.
fuck?
He's not dating you. You allowed him to stay in
Prince?
your home for free.
No, I didn't allow him to stay in my home for
You said it
free.
last night.
No, I did not. I said that he doesn't pay many of the bills, which I want to elaborate on. Can we talk about that? I really want your opinion on that, and I want all the black men's
Dove,
opinion on
what are
this.
the cons associated with continuing to deal with him?
Oh my God. You don't, why don't you want to talk about, why don't you want to
Because you
give me
don't
advice
drag
on what I need advice
you don't
on?
drag stories out with me. We get to the point of it
I'm
so I
not
can get.
dragging, I'm trying to
What
be
are the
very, very
cons
quick and
associated with
precise.
continuing to deal with him? All right.
The cons. Don't hang up on me,
All
Prince.
right
I don't
then.
know why you're
Listen,
so
get
mean to
to it. Get
me.
to it.
Stop yelling at me. You would never talk to Summer this way. What did I ever do to you? The cons are that he doesn't, I don't, fuck. Look, don't hang up on me, please.
It's
I'm trying to
probably
work
about to
through
happen.
this.
You're not going to drag this out.
Okay, Prince, if you want to hang up on me, fine. I'm trying to work through this and I need your advice.